Farmer's Daughter, and the book is called Time Saving Charm Quilt.
You know, it's hard reading cursive upside
down.
Yeah,
it is. And we thought the fabric looked like the one on the cover. Okay. Then at the end of the night, we get over 1,000 people.
Are we at 1,000?
I don't know. How many do we?
I know. Normally it's getting there. Probably in like 2 minutes we'll be at 1,000.
Yeah. So share, and we'll start coming on, and I bet we get over 1,000. Okay, we have this really nice little tote bag, really cute, and inside is a charm pack, and this is one of my favorite collections, Delphinium,
right.
By Janet Clare. Okay, and that is very different from what she usually does. I like her a lot. And then a friction pen, and a little pair of snips, and like a charm to hang from a bag. It has a little flower on it.
We're over 1,000.
We're over 1,000, so that was quick.
Yeah.
You were right.
I was right. I think I called that.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. I saw someone say they liked my shirt.
Yeah,
I think it was Sharon.
Okay.
But then I saw someone mention they were logging on from Central Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about you going to Disney.
Yeah, I'm going to Disney
with your kids, grandkids. And
on the 29th of June.
I love Disney.
They're a Disney family. His wife loves
I'm kind of ashamed to admit I'm kind of a Disney adult, but secretly.
Yeah?
I'm a secret Disney adult.
Really?
So I'm sure we have Disney adults. I think John is secretly a Disney adult. He loves Brother and loves those Disney designs.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
That could be, yeah. I think when I get back, I'll be hooked too.
Yeah, you know what? When we got back from Disney, and then we went to our local amusement park. It's called Kennywood. It was so disappointing.
Yeah, probably.
It was bad.
It seemed like it was old.
I love Kennywood, but you ride this ride called the Old Mill.
Yeah.
And
it's got the same people in it, the same characters.
Yeah, it's probably 50, 60 years old.
And it was old back then.
Yeah. And it looks like you're taking a tour through some guy's backyard Halloween decorations. But it was it's still fun. Yeah. But Disney's it's magical. Especially for the kids, the grandkids are gonna love it.
Yeah. So, okay.
So what are we gonna do first?
Okay. So first of all, we are going to do.
Comment, because make sure you're commenting, because that's how we pick out the winners for these prizes. So if you don't comment, you gotta get your fingers working. You gotta say anything, and then we can. That's how we pick the winners. So we see all the comments. Kate and Sophia go through the comments. And they choose a name randomly. They may close their eyes, scroll down, and then pick one. And so make sure you comment.
Yeah.
But I believe the first thing we have is the summer event.
So we have our events are so much fun. We make beautiful projects, and we're there. You're there for 2 days, and you make gorgeous projects. This is one of them.
This is amazing.
Going to be This is it has the embroidery letters. They left space for you to cut out little flowers and things and place them there. And I love the O that looks like the sun or a sunflower. And it's really nice. And it does come with, a hanger too in the kit. So that's this is what Kathy and Mary Lou are going to do.
And you know what? They had me go into software to remove certain elements out of it.
You do that?
So that's exactly what we did. I believe we took the Purely Gates design, and we took out. They knew exactly what they wanted, so it made it really easy on me. If you have software, this is something you got to learn how to do. So it was just taking certain elements out of it. I believe there were different embroidered flowers all along here, and we just took them out, and then they had fun cutting these out and using hotfix to put them. But this flower was 2 inches.
Not even. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you can only blow it up this big in software while keeping the same stitch quality. And I just used Palette 11 software.
And it has that mylar on the back of it, so that's why it's so shiny.
Yeah.
And somebody asked, they don't have to bring their own machines to the events, right?
No.
No.
We're gonna have a room full of top of the line machines, Avenires, Radiances, for the summer event. I know we're gonna do a room full of 3550s. Are we supposed to keep this a secret? No, this isn't a secret.
Okay.
But the best thing about our events is that we have the best prices anywhere in the country, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
For these machines. So that's the huge part about coming to our events, is that we really knock down the price and you get the best deal of a lifetime. And for those of you that have bought machines from us at an event, feel free to share in the group and in the comments. It's definitely worth it to come to our events. Not only for the fun projects we do, but also for good prices.
Yeah. And they walk around with several things that are, like maybe a set of hoops or something like that.
Yeah. We got to do something fun for the summer event. And we got spots open. But we're going to be, I think we're limiting them to a certain amount of people so we can be more hands-on with you guys for this event.
Okay.
But what's the next? Do we have another project?
And then this is what Gloria's going to do. It's not this fabric. She's going to use a summer fabric, but she's going to make the door hanger and put your name in there. And she also had mentioned that she thought
is she set on this, or is she going to change her mind?
Well, she did say something about making,
because it's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, making a bow, and we put wire in the foot on the serger, and so you make a bow that will, you can kind of form into shape. So that she mentioned that. So I hope she does that too. So that's her project, and then there's other ones, but I don't. We don't have a sample yet.
Yeah. Well. So I saw someone mention something about multi-needle machines. Do we use those at the event? We've used them for the event, right? We made a whole bunch of embroideries to use in one of the classes.
We'll probably have one there to maybe
to showcase.
So to show,
and we'll probably have good pricing on the multi-needles as well.
Demo the multi-needles.
But also, I just want to mention that for the month of June, we have really good financing options as well. If you're looking at a top-of-the-line machine and you're looking to finance with a 0% interest and for 24 months.
24 months, okay.
Yeah, so I believe that's what's going on. You'll have to call in and check and talk with us, and we can verify that. But our phone number is 412-344-2330, and then you press 2 to get to John, our sales team.
Okay.
Or I should say. But yeah, the summer event's going to be a lot of fun. I think I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well,
I think I might just be roaming around. Yeah. Helping out.
Yeah, helping out, or you'll think of something. Yeah. So, okay.
On to the next.
Okay, the next thing is the
your
tote bag that I did a live on Tuesday. And this one is not quite done yet. This is the one I was working on in the class, but here's the tote that we have. So it's the 250 years now. We are out of this fabric. We're waiting for it to come in, but we do have a tote just very similar to it, except it doesn't have the emblem on it. So it is the eagles, on both sides.
You know what? And this one will work for next year's 4th of July too.
Yeah.
Because it won't be the 250th.
Right, yeah.
But still, yeah.
But
it's very nice.
It's very, very beautiful, and also it is not our regular cotton quilting fabric. It is more like like I would call it like an upholstery fabric. It's thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So so it will hold up really well, and so the kit comes with the panel, and then also fabric for the lining, and inside. So it has instructions, but I would go to my live and watch how I edge to edged it. And then I had also some tips for putting it together. And it also comes with the fabric for the inside lining. Okay. So these we have in stock, so you can get these right away.
So this is like printed pattern, right? You don't have to measure anything.
No,
right?
you just cut on right on the edge.
You probably add batting, right?
Yeah, we
handles.
added the bowl sew. We have that for sale today. And then also in the straps, I added fusible fleece. So they're really nice and they feel, sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't get all crinkled up or anything like that. So, but it's cute. It has a pocket inside. So.
You did a really good demo on how to customize the pocket.
Yeah, I did that. I think that piece is outside, but let's see. Yeah, so it has. There we go. The pocket is in there, and there's a label to put your name on. So what I did here, I still have a thread hanging from it. I went in and I used the letters that are in the sewing side of the machine, not the embroidery side, and I used the projector to project it down on the fabric, and then I was able to place it exactly where I wanted.
Oh, that is amazing. That is really slick.
Yeah, and then then we'll sew that in. So it's a really nice tote, and we get these in, every so often. It'll be basically the same thing, but a different fabric. So we did one very similar to this for their cruise, not this, like a year and a couple of months ago.
Someone said it's out of stock, but you know what? I would put this on wait list because you never know if we're able to get more of this. I don't know if we're...
Which one's the one with the label?
For the panel. The panel that is in the bubble.
For this one, okay.
But
waitlist authorized.
Waitlist off.
If you didn't know and you
definitely.
didn't shop with us before, you can waitlist or waitlist authorize, which puts you at the top of the list. It will actually, you put your credit card information in, and then it will pre-authorize the payment. And then as soon as it comes back in stock, we know that you want it, and you actually get prioritized to the top of the list, and you'll get it right away.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on. We got to work on fast shipping. I think that's our goal.
Yeah, because
by the end of
these
June,
are all ready to, they could go out. The ones without the label are ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
But cool. What's the next thing? 8x12 hoop?
Yes. Yeah, I use the 8x12 hoop to edge this, and it's the perfect size hoop. We always suggest getting the largest one that your machine will take, and then get another one, and we do like the 8x12. So this also works really well with Amelia Scott's designs. Her largest design usually fits in an 8x12 hoop.
Honestly, I think you need all the magnetic hoops.
Yeah, you do.
Because there's some certain smaller areas that you have to get to, and then it wouldn't make sense to use a larger hoop for.
Yeah.
So having the whole range of every single magnetic hoop, especially if you like to do this edge-to-edge quilting technique, you need them all. You need the full collection.
Yeah, and I believe they get 10% back into their
account. Are we doing
account.
10%?
Are we doing
10% loyalty again.
Yeah, so we'll go back into your account as Gloria Bucks. So it's a good time to get your magnetic hoops. So I do really like the 8x12 size. Okay, all right, and then we have, is it the thread? Okay, I use this thread. This is a variegated thread. We love our variegated thread. This one is V109, and it is here. It's a beige, but it has different shades of beige in it, and it even goes into a little tiny bit of gray. But it looks really nice on the project because I like it right here. You can really see the designs, and then of course it kind of blends in down here. But I thought it was a really good color for that project.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Well, we have what's this one?
$25.
The $25.
Wow. Okay.
Red Gloria Bucks, and that is going to Cindy Cordham Clark.
Okay.
Congratulations, Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
You got $25 to spend.
Okay.
Use it wisely.
Use it wisely. Pick out something that you've been wanting. Okay. So now these, we were talking about the edge to edge, and this is Amelia Scott Designs, and that's the name of her children. But this book is the best book because she goes through and explains everything you need to know to set it up. The designs in the Radiance and in the Avenir and the Solaris and the Luminaire, they are all built in, and they do all the math for you and figure out how many repeats you need. But if you don't have those machines, and you want to do edge to edge, you need to get this book because she goes in and explains exactly how to set it up. And she even has, I noticed the other day, she had to revise her book. She says, using the Easy Connect method with a standard hoop, and then using the Easy Connect method with a magnetic hoop. And so she will explain to you, how to measure your quilt, what design to pick, and then she always works in columns. She'll start sewing like right here. She'll go down the quilt, and then she'll go sew to the right and left, but she always works in like columns. So everything is here, and you just follow her instructions. And then it comes with 10 designs. So, and they're very, the ones we use all the time, it has the holly, which we've used many, many times. And it also has the stars. We use the stars for this project. And then it has some really nice ones like for babies. And there's a plain stippling one. There's fall leaves, and then looks like flowers and hearts. And this looks like daisies. And so it's a really, if you're interested in doing edge to edge, and even if you have the Solaris and the Radiance and the Avenir, if you have those machines, maybe you want to add to your collection, or maybe she's got the perfect edge-to-edge embroidery design. So it's a bonus that it comes with those 10 designs.
She's really nice too.
Yeah, they came to an event.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. This was a while ago, and she's very nice.
Yeah, she and her husband. Yeah, and I think her son.
Yeah.
And they were all very nice. So it's a family business. So I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
She also, her designs, you download them. And she has a page in here on how to do that. So how to go in, you'll create an account and you'll download them. And then
I'll block just in case there's any thieves out there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right? Is that the code?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
No thieves out here. I'm policing this book.
But there's a page on how to download them. Okay. Yeah, and they're always there. So if you lose your USB stick, or you can go back to your account, and your designs will be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll close it.
Close it.
Okay, so that is great. And then we have the custom quilting on your embroidery machine. So if for those of you who've done edge to edge and you really like it, you can go on and do some custom quilting. So this is where you would take like a quilt and you would position designs in it. So she shows you exactly how to do that. So that's really fun.
Beth says she's afraid of edge to edge.
Really? Who said that?
Don't be scared.
Yeah, watch my video from yesterday. Yeah. It was Tuesday. It is, yeah.
I know it seems intimidating at first.
Yeah, I bought the book and hope to try edge to edge soon. Don't be afraid. I would go back and watch that video, even though I did it with the designs that were built in, but you'll get a better idea when you see it actually happening. Yeah. So, and then you'll have your book and something else to refer to.
I think once you dive into it, it becomes very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then so this is the custom quilting one, and it comes with all of these designs. And they're in, and they're in different sizes. And of course, you can resize them on your machine. but so those are and then you like here it says here's more. Okay, so lots of designs, and look at this quilt. It has, she placed design right in the middle, and then on the outsides,
neat.
yeah. So, so that is called custom quilting on your embroidery machine.
So Barbara asks, is this custom quilting book actually a hard copy that they're going to get, or do they need to download it?
You get a hard copy.
Yeah.
This is getting shipped to you. But there is a code. I'm not going to show you the code if you're trying to trick me.
Yeah.
But it's just it looks like 4 simple steps. You register it on the site, and you register the serial number, and then right there you'll be able to download the files. But it's a physical instruction book, so that is very nice. It's always nice to have a book.
Yeah, it is. I like to, take it and relax somewhere instead of instead of at a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then, also to finish the tote bag, you need Bosal. We have 2 different sizes. This is the single-sided fusible. I did not iron mine. I just laid it out, and it kind of adheres to it. And I just let the stitching to tack it down. I was a little afraid that maybe it would bubble up or, so I just laid it on, but it is fusible on one side. So for those projects that you do want to fuse, you have that ability to do it. Now this one is 18 by 58, and that's a good size for smaller projects. For this particular project, I would get the 36 by 58 because this one is 18 inches wide. But you still want a little bit of on the edges, so you have something to hold on to and things like that. So I would get the larger one, but this one is also nice for smaller bags and
now this is also, I mean, you could use this for other applications than bags too. Right. I remember I put this behind appliques to make them puffy.
Yeah.
So it's very nice to have this in your arsenal because you can also embroider on it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And I just thinking of something? Oh yeah, Gloria used it on the Trapunto pillow to make it. Yeah. She used it there, and so there's lots of different ways you can use it. So. Okay.
Now we have the America 250.
Okay, here, so we'll put
this is exciting. I finally get to talk about it.
Yes. So we have the creator right here. Tommy,
I'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay, here.
So we don't have to guess anything.
Right.
The books are going out. I know some of you got the flash drive, but the books are going to be going out next week. Just with everything that's going on with our so-called relaunch, which I also have exciting news about, especially for local people in classes.
Yes.
Because I want to do a quilt club type thing.
Oh,
like
really?
a club class here where you come in every week. I think that would be a good idea. For you locals, I think we need you guys to post in the Facebook group. We should make a post about like what classes they would like to do.
Yeah,
so
and then they can comment and we'll see.
Anyways, we have had a lot going on. A lot of things that we're fixing behind the scenes that you may not see. These are the paper piece designs. Okay, so this was actually, if you got the 250 quilt kit, and we'll talk about that next, but these were paper piece, and this is English paper piecing for this design. I believe this is North Carolina. And
look
you can
at
see
that
on the back.
I think Kathy Antonese did this, and when she brought it in, she kind of looked at Gloria and said she didn't think it would be good.
She thought it was going to break her heart, right?
Yeah, but
she didn't know if she could tell her.
Yeah, but so they will get the paper piecing instructions too, right?
With the embroidery designs, if they get the quilt kit, they'll get a flash drive with. I believe that's what we're doing.
I think
so
too.
Be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. But yours are embroidered.
We'll bring these back out for the paper piecing in the kit.
Okay. There we go.
Here we go. Pennsylvania. This is a 10.5 by 10.5 block. There will be a book for this. Now, this isn't just for the quilt pattern that I made my own quilt pattern that I'm putting in the book. And it's just adding, we'll add borders to this, and it'll kind of make it look like it's the stripes of a flag on your quilt. Not so much like, well, let's see. Here's the cover of the book. As you can see, this is the quilt pattern we use, and it actually uses 16 states. So I chose to, on the flash drives that are going out right now, the first 16 states that agree to be a part of the United States.
Okay.
So starting with, what's the first state? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking.
The first state that...
Was it Delaware? No.
The very first state. Oh, I don't know. You mean that the
Gosh, I did the blocks, and it's on the flash drive, so it's in order on your flash drive. So I don't even know if we have the flash drive here. But anyways, here's Pennsylvania. Minimum hoop size you need to do this is 8x8. But the pattern is written for the 10.5 by 10.5 size. You'll get the 16 states on the flash drive. Even whenever you get the book too, you'll get you should get a flash drive, and you should have 16 states on there. But that's not all you'll get, because you're going to go to my website to redeem the rest of the 50 states. Okay? Does that make sense? So you'll get 16 on the flash drive, but you'll get all 50 in total if you purchase this embroidery design set. And you just need an 8x8 hoop. The formats are DST, EXP, JEF, PES, VP3, and XXX. They're a lot of fun to stitch out. And I've had a lot of fun using Brothers software, their embroidery studio software. And I don't know if you can tell. I can't tell from... Well, you can. So I've had a lot of fun playing with the different stitches that they offer you on that software.
They have a pattern inside the fill stitch.
Yeah, so it's kind of an embossing the fill stitch, as well as satin stitches on other ones. So that was the embroidered version, which was super quick and easy to do. 3 fabrics, only 2 different thread colors. There is the paper pieced design on the back there. That's paper pieced. That's paper pieced. Okay, which one is this? Let me guess.
Yeah, I don't know which one that one is. That's pretty cool though.
It's all a blur though. But this might be Delaware.
Okay.
Could be Delaware. I could be wrong. Could be South Carolina. But same thing here. There's cool decorative stitch here. Connecticut, I believe. Could be wrong. But these were by the American Quilter Society, and I just digitized them. And, you'll get a fun little history fact on each page about sewing in whatever state it is. This one's Maryland.
Yeah,
I remember the Maryland one.
I did this one, and to do it with paper piecings was very time consuming, because these were all separate little pieces. It took
this is just
a while.
one piece. These are one, two, three different fabrics, and you just applique them down and you let the machine do the work. Kentucky, I think. I could be wrong. I'm just naming states at this point.
Okay.
But a lot of fun. Some are really quick and easy to do. Some have more stitching than the others, so you just get to watch it stitch, and it's kind of therapeutic, and you can just sit there and enjoy a show or watch it stitch out. And you can see these ones have some cool designs on there. This one is Virginia.
Okay, I like that one.
Virginia. Don't know this one, but I really like this cool satin stitch that I added in the middle here. They're kind of like diamond shaped.
Okay.
But then I like this too. So there's like a rope effect on the outside ones.
Oh yeah, that's
and
really cool.
I think I could have chose a better thread color to make it pop out even more. But it kind of looks like rope. There's this one. New York is a lot of fun because that's mostly stitching. It's just 2 applique steps, and then you just you thread your machine and watch it stitch out, and your machine does the work. There's this one as well. This one might be my favorite. I don't know what it is about it, but
I like the background fabric.
Yeah,
It
the background
says
fabric's nice. And then we
1776
also
and
use that background fabric in this one to put to fussy cut 250 years right in the
that's
center
really
there.
cool. Mm-hmm.
It's a neat looking one. And then here's the last one. Well, we got to get our sample put together.
Yeah,
you know?
we
I need help
yeah.
with that. We have
Okay.
so much going on. We don't even have time to put the sample together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's for the embroidery designs.
I
Okay.
have a few questions about the embroidery design.
Okay.
So how many, like, what sizes do they get? Like, how many sizes?
They get
of
3
blocks?
different sizes. So you get the 10.5 by 10.5, the 9.5 by 9.5, and then the 8 by 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're getting 3 different sizes, and then all 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flash drive, it's only 16 states. You use your redemption code on the inside page of the book, and then it tells you where to go to redeem those. And then what was there another question?
Just that they get the they will get the book soon. That's shipping
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a redemption. No, the redemption code didn't come with the flash drives you currently got, so you still are owed the book if you did get the flash drive.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna be doing this. I want to do this. I want to start stitching these out with you guys, and at least getting you an idea. Maybe I'll pick the most complicated one. They're not complicated at all. They're very easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think next week we're gonna put on our calendar that I'm gonna sit at a machine and we're just going to watch one stitch out, and then we'll go through the instructions, and you should be good to do the rest of them for the quilt, and then we'll pick a day that we're going to assemble the quilt. Okay. There's cutting instructions for the quilt pattern in there, so you can go ahead and get that cut, and we can stitch it along together if you're confused about anything. But we'll set a date up and we'll put it on our site. Another thing I wanted to add about our site, though, we're going to be updating it like drastically. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So next time we do embroidery designs like this, Gloria's IQ designer designs, if she sells them, they're going to get the physical USB. But as soon as they purchase them, they'll have the option to download it right away.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a game changer for us for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we can talk about the quilt kit now if you want to put that in the bubble. Some people are wondering, is the fabric kit that they got, that's going to be just enough to complete the 16 blocks for the quilt front, right? So if they wanted to sew out all 50 blocks, they would need more fabric.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So so the quilt kit, that is just to do the 16 applique blocks for the embroidery design set, or the paper piecing. And you also get the panel, that America 250 panel right in the center there.
Okay.
This one here.
Yes.
But in order to do more states, you're going to need more fabric, but it does not include the backing. So you'll need this kit to do this quilt, and then you will also need, for our next product, the backing.
Okay,
So-
the backing is right here, and it is like 54 by 83. So this will, okay, and it's this beautiful flag fabric, and it is, so it's one piece. You don't have to piece it and have a seam going down the back. So it's 54 wide and 83 inches long. So
Yeah, I love this. I love that it has like the 13 colony flag there.
Yeah. And then some of them have all the stars.
And they're tops. It's like, it looks so good. You can tell the flags apart. You know, I thought like,
yeah,
I don't
they
know.
are.
It's not a
It's
direction,
beautiful.
right?
This is always, they come up with a variation of this every year, and it's just beautiful. But this one has, like you said, the 13 colonies, and then there's 50
And it matches
states.
that Stonehenge fabric, that
Right.
that blue solid or that blue blender fabric that they have, or part of their collection, and it's just perfect.
Okay, yeah. So this will be perfect for your back.
If you see this go to waitlist, we're gonna check.
We have a lot of bolts of it, so it,
Yeah, we had a lot of bolts. Keep that on your wait list, and we'll go we'll check on that. But don't be discouraged if you can't find the back. I'm sure we have other options for you as well. If we did run out of that.
We do have other options.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
right
we do
here.
have other options.
You have other options.
So let's talk about the other options.
Okay. All right. So this is beautiful. This one. It is. It's 44 inches wide, but it has.
And we're selling it by the yard.
By the yard, yeah. Okay. So this is here. Let's see. So it does have a repeat to it. But there they are. There's all our founding fathers and the eagle and the flags and this looks like, but it does repeat. So you can see like this flag and that flag. But it's beautiful. It has all the colors that we have on the front of the quilt, and I just think this is amazing. Do you like this one?
I like this one a lot. Yeah. I'm like I see the next one coming up, and I'm already thinking in my head,
what are you going to do
with this one? Because I thought
that,
so like if this one's not wide enough, what do you do?
Well, then they would buy, you could, you would buy enough to back it because you'd have to piece it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So like the quilt, the finished quilt, what size? But like the other one was 54 by 83. So I think we came up with like 4.5 yards to get to do the back of the quilt. You would have to piece it.
So they would need to buy 4.5 yards. Is that how much?
Yeah, to piece that.
Do more.
Yeah.
Buy more.
Yeah.
Buy more because this is like this is a piece of art.
But yes, it is. And if you had other projects, I think this would be absolutely beautiful. Or suppose you're doing a smaller quilt and you don't have to worry about piecing the back of it. Like I was suggesting, we should do one of Gloria's quilts, her exclusive one, and just kind of treat this as a panel.
Yeah.
And then add all the other all the other sashings and
these might make good pillows to go along with
Oh my gosh, it would make great pillows.
It would make it great because it's just a large enough design that it's probably big enough for a pillow.
Yeah, it would really make nice pillows. So, yeah, this is really pretty. Okay, and then we have another one.
So the next one, did we have the wrong one in the bubble? We had the wrong one in the bubble.
So which one did we have in the bubble? This one.
Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back to the previous bubble.
Okay.
So for those of you that put this in your cart, we'll give them some time if they didn't want this one.
Okay. So this was the one that was in the bubble.
This was the one that was in the bubble.
Okay.
But we're going to be showing that one next.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So let's this one is also, so we've got Franklin, John Jay, Washington. Yeah.
Who else is on here? Is that it? There's
more.
John
Jay. There must be some on this side that are different. This is Washington, Franklin, Jefferson, Washington, John Jay, Franklin, Washington. I guess so. They seems like they repeat the same ones going across.
They're just the coolest guys.
I guess so. The
Who's
most
your favorite?
Popular. Who's my favorite? I think I would pick Washington because he was the first president.
I think I'm going with Benjamin Franklin.
There's
some really great history with Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah. Well, look at those flags.
I mean,
in there.
just like they're just a group of handsome men.
And
and
but
they're awesome. I mean, Benjamin. How old were most of the guys?
I don't know.
During the time they signed the Declaration of Independence.
They were
signed
probably
the Constitution.
pretty young. I have no idea, but that is kind of amazing to think about how old they were.
Yeah, I think it was a range of like a 20-year-old to like a Benjamin Franklin being like the oldest.
Oh, really?
I believe, yeah.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You know your history.
Well, I feel like a lot of guys really enjoy history. I'm sure there's a lot of women too.
Yeah, my husband likes
my sister Kathy is a history buff for sure.
Yeah. So this is beautiful too. I'm looking at it on the screen. I just see those flags and popping out. So
Yeah, this is a cool one.
and it has the 250 years. Yeah. So written on it. So that's good. So that was the one, the first. Okay, then we're going to go.
Now
back
we're going. So we're going back. So
Okay.
we're going ahead, but back to the last fabric that we have.
Okay, so they can get it straight as to what. Okay. Okay, so this is the one. This is really pretty. All of them are really pretty. There's those flags again popping out. They look like they're definitely waving, definitely 3D there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
I wonder who did the artwork. You know, I mean, it looks.
Yeah, well,
Did they like pull this from something like an actual painting?
Linda Lugdovisco.
Have you heard of her before?
No, I have not. But
she does a great job.
Northcott always has really nice.
They find like
fabric.
real painters.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of them do that, but
yeah. So,
yeah. Yep, this is on waitlist. So make sure you get waitlisted if you like this fabric. We could double check our inventory, but if we decide to order more, once we get it in stock, you certainly can purchase this. I think this is an awesome fabric, and this is one I hope they keep printing even for next year too.
Yeah, I think they should carry
the
it
whole collection, right? Yeah. The next is the Quilters Compact.
Okay, that's
this iron here. And you know what I like about this one?
What?
If you keep it switched on, it'll stay on forever.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So it might be it's a good thing or bad thing. But I don't think there's an automatic shut off on this one.
No, which sometimes that's annoying because you go to use it and it's shut off. But this one doesn't have that. But it is a really nice iron, nice and small and compact, and it has a spout here to put your water in, and then you have your. We just turned it on, so we'll give it a minute to heat up because the steam is really good, and so you can select dry or steam, and then it's got your different levels of heat over here, and it does have a little window. To see where the water is, and it also has it's a
really long cord too.
Yeah, really long.
Really long cord. Is that the max it goes?
Yeah, and it also.
I unplugged it. Whoops.
Oh, okay. So it is. It has. Here it is. A non-stick sole plate, anti-drip system. The cord will go in here. It does have a little case. Oopsies.
You're just getting it.
I'm getting it caught on the. There we go. There. So that the cord wraps up and goes in there, and we also have here's this one. This case, that goes over it. This one still has an iron in it, but that will fit over that. And
gosh, it's getting stuck.
Yeah.
We've had this under the table too long. Oh,
yeah,
look at that. We got two of them.
Two of them.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
We would have never found that.
So, and it has, look at the tip on that. That has this precision tip and the carrying case and the vertical steam. So, yeah, there it goes.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, and we just turned that on. It has really nice steam. And it comes in two colors. So we have this one, which is like would you call that teal or green? Teal,
like a seafoam green.
Seafoam
Very
green.
good. Yeah,
seafoam green. That's pretty. And then this one is sort of that reddish pink, sort of. More red, but a little bit of pink in it. Yeah, so they are very, I got this one for my daughter because she.
Let's see what the bottom looks like.
Yeah. It's really nice. So.
It's light. It's lighter than our other
Yeah, you
one.
can. We have ours. We have ours plugged into a power strip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause somebody asked.
Yeah, you know what? The fire department probably wouldn't be happy about that, but
Oh, really? Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We passed fire inspection, so we don't have to worry about that for
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Okay, now this is a really nice scissor set. This is the Kai scissors, the ones we love the most. And so it comes with 3 different sizes, the 8-inch, and then so it comes with the 8-inch serrated, the 6-inch serrated, and the 4.5 serrated scissor. So that's a really nice set. This is the 8-inch, and it's just a nice size too. You know, they're not too big. Sometimes like the 9-inch get too big, but they're comfortable to hold.
And they're all serrated, right?
You're all serrated, so it will kind of like grab onto the fabric. I was to say, if we had fabric, we could cut. You can almost hear it kind of snipping away, and it will snip right up to the point. And these have the bent handle so that you can keep your scissors flat and cut. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can. Yeah.
And they're sharp right out of the box.
Yeah, they're sharp. Yeah, they're really good. And don't lose your handle like
Are these
we
ones
do.
that we've been using all the time?
Yes, yeah. Let's see if there's another
I
pair.
want to see how thick I could cut.
Okay.
You know what? We were at H&H, and I forget the guy's name. I don't know. I forget his name. How many layers is this? And he had a really cool demo, you know, kind of like how they do those like QVC style demos. And he like had a table set up, and he like let us cut it, and it was awesome. But I mean, how many layers was that?
Yeah, that must be about 8.
8 layers easily. I mean, and we use these all the time. They stay sharp. Maddie's gonna be upset with me.
Why is that?
Because Gray graduated kindergarten. And I forgot to get all the teachers Kai scissors.
Oh.
Because you know how much teachers use scissors.
Yeah.
So these are even a great gift for anyone who uses scissors frequently. For just cutting paper, really. They make a great gift. Yeah. But yeah, Gray graduated kindergarten. It was so cute. He was all worried, though.
Really?
He thought he wasn't going to graduate. He had an iPad, and they give kindergartners iPads. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
But he had his iPad, and he left it at school the day, yesterday, and he thought he lost it, and he's like, I'm not going to graduate kindergarten. Good thing Maddie was there. I was like, yeah, you might not. So, but he was all worried. He was a nervous wreck until he got to school and found out he
was probably so relieved.
Yes, very relieved. But it was really cute watching them walk out too. Maddie teared up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
First grade.
They're your first.
And they still go half a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be
I'm so relieved. No more half day school until Mary
goes.
Till Mary's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now what's next? Okay. This is RBD embroidery. This is Stitch Your Book Nook. Yes. This is called Stitch Your Book Nook. And so there's bookmarks, charms, book pillows, wall hangings, and project bags. So these are so cute. Look at this one. It says, I read past my bedtime, and it's got, so that's embroidered on. There's a little bed right here, and there's a book, and, a couple of different books, and it's got this pocket, and Kathy put some snacks in it. She likes snacks, but that is so cute, that patchwork pillow. And then this is also a little pouch, and it has the books on it, and let's see, we're going to open it because I feel like there's something in here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see what else is in here. Oh,
these were really neat.
Oh, these are bookmarks.
Who made these samples again? Was it
I think
Corey? And
did
Carrie
she?
And her sister?
Yeah.
They do an awesome job. We gave them a mission.
Yeah.
And
so
wow,
look at those.
Did they come through?
That would have been a good gift for a teacher too. So
geez.
Bookmarks.
Maddie better not be watching.
Yeah. So the bookmarks, isn't that one cute with the stack of books?
What's this? Is this like the front and back? Okay, there we go.
Okay. Oh, did I have it on the right
It looks
side?
good on the back too. I mean, it's back,
Yeah.
That is neat.
And there's another bookmark and this little pouch. Okay, and this is adorable. This one, let's see, there's nothing in that one, but this is books on a shelf.
Are those in the hoop designs?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm.
These are in the hoop. Those are really neat.
Those are cute. Yeah,
There's
this
also
is.
these too.
So
Yeah. Oh, I love these. These are okay. You take a sweatshirt and you on
like
the
you guys did with
seam,
the candy canes for
canes and
Christmas.
bows. The bows are real popular. So that is a book. Can you see that? That's the back of the. There's the pages, and that's really cute. And it's on both sides in different colors. Oh, that's really cute. Yeah, that's for anybody who loves to read. I have my daughter really loved to read. I'm thinking she would have liked this when she was younger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really cute with for the sweatshirt.
Yeah. Okay. So project sizes. So it tells you what size for and it's a USB. So that case there.
Oh, is it
10-inch
okay?
stacker
So
friendly, and we're going to be showing this 10-inch stackers. But we see here it says 4x4 stitchable area for split seams and charms. What are split? What are the? Split seams. Okay, you split the seam. So that's a 4x4. You can do the split seams and the charms. 5x7. You could do split seams and bookmarks. The 6x10. You could do project bags, book pillow, and the wall hanging. And if you don't have a 6x10 hoop, I mean, you could do all these other. If you have a 5x7 or a 4x4.
So it takes all of those. Yeah, you can do.
But
them
you
in all those
need a
sizes.
6x10 hoop. So if you don't have one, we can work out
have
something. Okay.
For you. Yeah.
You call us and let us know because you need to bump up your hoop size.
Oh yeah. Somebody said Brenda says her daughter is an author. She would love this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not in the bubble. Let's see.
It's in the bubble.
It's in the bubble.
Okay.
If you don't see it in the bubble, if you have any problems with the app, usually it's best to exit the app and come back in, right? So if you don't see it in the bubble, these will be carrying for like a year. So don't worry if you see them go out of stock right now. We'll definitely be getting them restocked. But let's show the 10-inch stacker.
Okay, so this is the one that they used, and this is Orchid House by Heather Peterson. It's a Riley Blake, and she probably has all the fabrics on the back. So you can see that's the one that they used to create. These are samples. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, I like the bookmarks. I like everything about this one. Yeah. So it's another Riley Blake's really doing, and then don't forget about the sweatshirt.
A library. I can see a librarian wearing this for sure. You know what? We just talked to Peters Township Library.
Yeah.
They might want to. We got to.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea to do at the library.
Yeah, that would.
These split seams designs.
Yeah, the Peters Township Library has an embroidery machine for people to come in and use.
They have for free for people to come in and do classes. It's called Makerspace programs. Very cool.
Okay, so that one is, and then this one is Chelsea's Garden. So this one is a Moda. And
I love this fabric.
You loved Chelsea's Garden. Yeah, it is pretty. Yeah, so you have all your different kind of just flip through some of them. So lots of blues, and that is a really pretty collection. And it's, yeah. And then we get into
Sophie, your bag's made out of this, right?
Yeah.
Her bag is super neat. It's
yeah, she had
the box bottom and bow
toe. Yeah, that's a lot to say, isn't it? The box bottom and bow.
Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah. So that's a really pretty one. So that's Chelsea's Garden. Okay. And then we have, it's called True Love by Leila Boutique. And so this one is I think we said this, greens and blues.
This is brand new. We just got this in last week.
Yeah, okay. Yes, we haven't seen this one before. So there's the greens, that's pretty. And has little birds in it. And like aqua, light blue.
I can see this being great to use. So that's this real, once again, a lot of these Riley Blake designs are 10-inch stacker friendly or layer cake friendly. So just getting one of these layer cakes, you'll be able to do a lot of these projects.
And I love the layer cakes because then you have a small piece of the whole collection. Yeah. A 10-inch piece of the whole collection. I love layer cakes. Okay, and then this one is by Maywood. This is a Kimberbell Sipping on Sunshine. So this is appropriate for this time of year. So here's, a lot of strawberries and fruit. That's a pretty shade of blue. And then we'll go, I see some greens coming in, green and yellow. There's gingham check. Yellows. Okay. Flowers. There's, that one's really pretty too.
Very awesome.
Yes,
so,
okay.
Riley Blake designs. Are we going to have more Riley Blake designs coming up soon?
We do later on. Yeah.
Later on, we're going to be showing more Riley Blake designs. So get those layer cakes.
We do have a little book about pre-cuts. So
Okay.
You can use these layer cakes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
yes.
forgot people sew too.
Yeah, so you can do other things. So this is projects with pre-cuts, and this it looks like they have a wild goose chase, table runner, fabric covered canvases, tote bags, ironing board, caddy, and so there's some of the projects that you can do with a layer cake, and it has all the instructions for it. And here's some pillows. And
Kathy, it's not hoarding fabric. It's collecting. There's collectors.
Okay, this is nice. Look at that one. It has like that. It looks like a braided look, a tote bag. And like, I think they call that window panes. And there's a tote for your ironing board. And, that's always nice because I like to go to my ironing board and work, and measure and things like that and press at the same time. And there's a cosmetic bag. So that is a really nice book. There's a quilt, 4-patch quilt. Okay. All right. And okay, now we have some project bundles, and we have it's called Something Blue, and this is the Tilda fabric, and I just love it. I think this is just so beautiful. I really,
Everyone's been going crazy
over this. Yeah.
So
this
get it while it lasts because it's out of stock everywhere.
Okay. So this is 12 and a half wide by width of fabric, and you get 4 different pieces. And so I love this one with the blue flowers and then you can see that one is more like has more blue in it. And
also a heads up, Gloria is planning on using this for IQ.
Yes, that's what I thought. She has it planned out for.
I don't know what she's going to do. I thought maybe it was going to be these pillows.
Yeah, that's what I saw it posted on Facebook, I believe, and it's June 16th.
Okay, yeah,
So,
doing these pillows. Even Deb was like, she's going crazy. She made this
she's
zipper bag.
Yeah, Deb made this. This is a free pattern, and it's a set of 3 different size, like little tote bags. Okay, this is it. This one is the medium one right here, but there is a small one, and you are able to do the small one in our project bundles. I looked it up, and the pieces that needed to be cut were like 10 and a half by 17 and a half. Yeah, so you can
and look
make
at the stitches she did on this.
Yes, it has and then of course you can use all these smaller pieces for the appliques. But she's still working on it. She didn't like her her threads. So she went home to do it again. I said, I think
that
it's
was an excuse to just make another one, right?
yeah. But look at the stitching on it, and it has the, the inside. It is also lined, and it's the seams are all finished in here, and so the directions are on her website, and they're free. So I think they're really cute, really nice. And
then I thought this was a cool.
I really like that.
I don't know if this one's in this project bundle, but I didn't see this one.
What's that? That particular fabric.
That particular fabric, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, we have another project bundle too. So
those neat antique dishes.
Yeah. Here, I'll get out this one, and they can. Okay.
So this one's for the next project bundle.
Yeah. So this one is. I'll leave this one out so we can compare, and there we go. So this one looks like it's darker shades of blue and one light one. So there we go. Yeah, and then they're beautiful, and I always like the ones with the pink in it. So, see.
I think you need to get both bundles, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Because we're using these for projects coming up.
Carol says she's going to make some more bundles for the fabric show tomorrow.
Okay. That's good. We'll have more bundles tomorrow of Tilda as well.
But you can do a lot of our projects with the, we do the, like, Gloria's baskets, and we were doing the bowls, like this.
Rope bowls?
Rope bowls, this is with the bowl sole. And so lots of Gloria's IQ projects are good with this, because she chose the 12.5 because that fits right in the hoop. So you can do a lot of in the hoop projects with that. So, okay.
We also have the Fat Eighth bundle too.
Okay, the Fat Eighth, and that has like every fabric. Now this would be great for applique pieces. So the Fat Eighth would be 9 by 22, right? Yeah, because a back quarter is 18 by 22, so this would be Fat Eighth would be 9 by 22, and so you would get every single fabric in the collection. So I think this is just beautiful. I really like this. I'd like to make something.
Yeah, it's nice they offered the Fat Eighth, because you get the whole collection in here, and it's so beautiful. I want to find those ones that look like. Well, even the one on the back.
Yeah, I like that. It looks like that 12 fabric, and
it looks like a design that you'd see on like nice, like dishes.
Dishes, the willow dishes.
Yeah.
There's a story to that. Did you know that?
No.
There's like a little man in a boat, and he's something about his girlfriend is in the.
What? I gotta look this up.
Yeah, yeah.
Do any of you know about that?
Yeah. Does anybody know the exact story? Someone told me that the man in the boat is kind of going to get his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Brides always need something blue.
They do. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, and then. Tilda has some books, and they are, so if you're a fan, this see which one is first, the Spring Ideas. Okay, Tilda's, and look at these dolls she makes. They're beautiful, and so let's see. So these are. I'll just read off some of the, there's, first of all, Garden Party, well, she kind of names the things. So there's like, so let's just kind of go through them. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I saw bugs. I'm like, you're going to make bugs?
Yeah, we're not going to. See, there's the dolls. Look how beautiful they are.
So is this all about making dolls, or
no,
is this other things?
There's other things, okay? And, but the dolls are beautiful, and then these are like pin cushions. So this one, it said there, she calls this bug how to make a body. Now there they are. So very interesting. And then here's some like clutch bags, and there's more dolls. And okay, and she's got a denim jacket on. Yeah, okay. I love this for the idea. Just if they stacked cups and saucers and put desserts on them. Okay, now there's like little bags that you can
these
make.
are the cups. These are the
yeah, that's
the
it.
dishes
That's just,
and I'm talking about. You know?
right, yeah. And yeah, so there's a pin cushion, but her fabrics are just so beautiful. These are just nice little things to have that really add to the, your decor, And I love this one, the doll with the sewing machine in her hand. So that one is called Springtime, and there's little boxes, so you can see how to put them together. And there's the patterns for everything. Yeah. And there's the sewing machine. Okay. And then we have Tilda's seaside ideas. I thought these were very cute. Look at the whales.
Perfect for a beach.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Summer's here.
Right. And then this is, so this is, okay. There's the little whales. I think those are really cute. If I had seen this when my grandsons were born, I would have made that whale for them. This I loved. It's a blanket, a cotton blanket, and she put a sailboat on it.
That is adorable.
That is really cute. And then this is a jellyfish.
Oh my
gosh. Yeah, so you could
for a baby's
room. Yeah, that's so cute. And there's some more little dolls, and she's holding the little whale. And let's see. Okay, and I like her. She has like a raincoat. They're holding the little sailboat. And look at that room there. Yeah, I just think her things are just beautiful. And these are like little pin cushions. So fun little things to make, and you have all your patterns, and she's beautiful fabric.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
now we have the house-shaped sewing machine, and we have a few of these left, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is adorable. I remember Carol walking through the store with it, and I don't know, I said to her, did you make that? But I guess she could. But it has all these little applique pieces on it, and they're actually sewn on. So this is the small sewing shop, and so they have a door, and it says open, and the sewing machine, and then there's a mannequin. I think this is just so cute, and it has everything. It's all on all the sides. So, and let's see, there. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then this side.
Just super cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really cute. That looks like a bolts of fabric. And then the back. Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay, I'm going to show the front again in case they didn't see, because I had it down. There we go. That's it. That's adorable. The small sewing shop. And then on the roof, they have a tape measure. And then it opens up, and you have your tray to put your little needles and pins and bobbins and things, and then a nice big place to put your other notions. So really cute.
Super, super cute.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Let's see what we have up next.
Okay.
John's going to come in and talk about a few things.
Okay.
But while he is out there, we can talk about this cuddle.
Okay, this is from Shannon Fabrics, and this is quilting cuddle, and this one's called Cottage Rose Lane, and it's a fat quarter pack, 12 fat quarters, so that's 18 by 22. And look at that. That is just beautiful, too. It looks, I just love the pink and the green.
Oh my gosh, wait, I love these. So do we have the sample for that still? Or like the one that we started?
Because sure.
I wanted to grab that. So I just want to say this. This is the softest thing ever, and I absolutely love it. So you have all these different beautiful colors. Now, I think it was Kathy Antoinese that started a sample with it. And essentially, you know what? you have a quilt that has the soft feel of a nice cuddly blanket.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about these.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, they're very comfortable to
Here
have
we go.
around. There
so
it is.
Could you switch the camera real quick? So I just want to show this here. This is so cute. And you know what? This is like the thing is, you would never find a blanket like this anywhere. Right, Kate? No. Like, we were like talking about this the other day.
I think the pattern, isn't it Yellow Brick Road? Yeah, okay, that's a really popular pattern that's been around for a long, long time, but it is a really nice pattern.
And so soft, but like you would never, ever find a cute little blanket like this, even though it's a quilt. It's a quilted blanket like that. I mean, like, it's just so cool. I absolutely love this. You know, and what really makes this easy sewing with, too, is using the digital dual feed foot on our machines.
Yes, it does. Yes. Yeah, we have one open right there.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the digital dual feed. Okay. This is the compact digital dual feed. And it's driven by a belt. You can see a little belt right there. So it's very much like a walking foot, except that it is driven by a belt. And you can change the speed of the belt. You would go into your settings page and change it if you needed to. So if you want if you feel like your fabrics aren't kind of moving at the same rate, you can go in and speed it up, speed the top layer up, or slow it down. The feet snap on and off really easily. It right here is there's a little lever, and if you are sewing and you want to you don't want to take it off, but you don't want the belt to make contact with the fabric, you just take it and flip it up. It does plug into the back of the sewing machine, and it will not let you select a stitch that won't work with this. And this is a new design. Mine is a little older, so mine is a little bit more bulky, and they changed it right here because sometimes the fabric was getting caught right here, so they did change that, and it's more on a slant, so the fabric just kind of glides right through. So that's our compact digital dual feed.
And we have both brands here. So there's the one for Baby Lock right here.
Okay.
And it'll say Baby Lock on the side. And then there is the one for Brother here as well. So, you know, not every single machine does work with the digital dual feed foot. So if you have a low shank machine, even like my favorite machine, the Brother 3550, you know, it's unfortunately not going to work with this accessory. So, but machines like the, you know, the Unity, the Altair, the Solaris, the Luminaire, they all work with this. So, and I do prefer the compact version now a lot more over the older style, just because that little gap that you get with the new compact one really helps you go through tubular items if you are making a bag without it getting caught on.
Okay, so that's okay. So we want to show more.
Show.
Yeah, there's a few more. So that one was a cottage rose, and this one is called Wanderlust. And this one it's pretty. It's got, you know, their colors are vivid. You have your pinks and oranges and sort of a magenta in here. So that's beautiful. And I see a little bit of an animal here. That looks like a tiger. So that one's really nice too.
Yeah, you know what? This is gorgeous. I love the colors with that. Now, what's the next one we got here?
Next one, okay, look, we have a midway price. So it is for Lisa, and let's see, Blazlewski, so BAZYLEWSKI. So congratulations to Lisa. You get
Blazlewski, I think.
Blazlewski, okay.
Well, hey, congratulations.
Congratulations, okay. So that one is, I see purple, so that one's called Whisper Blooms. And I see a lot of purples and pink. And this is a pretty shade of green.
I really like all of these. You know, these are gorgeous. These are gorgeous. And like, I just feel like this is just such a fun project because it's just different. Like, it's something new for us. You know, we're all used to like making the same old quilt, maybe the same old pattern, but this just gives a fun new little flair to it. I really like these.
Okay, and then this is called, let's see, This one is also called Whispering Blues. But this one's purple, and then this looks like it's the blues. A lot of blues in there, blues and greens.
Yeah, I really like this. It's kind of giving them both a spring and a summer feel to it. The past one, it was definitely more of a spring feel, but this one I think is nice with the colors. It's kind of a transitional one for spring to summer. And I love this floral one on the end. That's just such a pretty one right there. Which one's your favorite one in here, Joni?
My favorite one, let's see. It's hard to pick. I think this one, that it has green and blue. I like green and blue together like that. Okay, and this is Wanderlust. This is the blues.
I saw somebody mention, is there a blue for boys? So I would use this one probably. I think they're all a little floral, but you know, at least you have a blue theme here.
Okay.
So
this one has a little tiger in it too.
oh, look at that. That's a cute little tiger in there. I didn't even notice him until you said that.
Yeah.
He's camouflaged in there. But yeah.
Do we want to talk about the Radiance and Avenir upgrades?
I do want to talk about those because
looks
I'm
really good,
excited.
really cool.
So, okay. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about this tonight before I show you guys my demo a little bit later on that new couching design suite, because we finally got those in and those started shipping out. I honestly didn't think we were going to get those till like August, so I was actually surprised that they did ship them that right away. So there is a new upgrade. So for everybody that does own a Baby Lock Radiance or Brother Avenir, there is a new upgrade that was announced at H&H when Tommy went out there, and they got to see it hands-on. It was just absolutely amazing with some of the new features that were there, but one I'm really going to touch up upon specifically with the couching, and I'm going to really talk about that tonight, because that has quickly become my single-handed most favorite feature on the machines.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because I have some really cool samples to show everybody. I can't show you guys yet. But I did want to talk about it. So we have the deposits available for both machines. So if you have a Radiance or an Avenir and you want to place a deposit to get yours ahead of the line, go ahead and do so. Because they're not going to come out till the end of August is what we're told, when they'll be available for us and that they'll come out to us. So, and it will be kind of a first come, first serve on the deposit list. So if you're already on a list, you are good. But if you aren't on the list yet, you could definitely place a deposit and give us a call, or I'll reach out to you myself to get you on our list with the pre-order pricing. But there's so many cool new features, and this one I think Gloria is absolutely going to love. So there are going to be 22, my lucky number.
Yeah, Trapunto Designs.
Yep.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
IQ Designer. So it's not just a design. It's going to be a shape and IQ Designer that you could use. And I always say, I think they got that one from Gloria.
I think they did. I think she gave them the idea.
She definitely gave them an idea. I think the Trapunto pillow put you guys on the map years ago.
Yeah, it did.
But there's also going to be 5 new built-in edge-to-edge designs. So there will be 20 total edge-to-edge designs on the Radiance and Avenir that are built in. Now there's also going to be a couple other new features, like the matrix copy feature, where you can automatically fill in your entire hoop. So for those of us like me and Mary Lou that love to do freestanding lace, that's one of my favorite things. That's going to be very handy for us when we want to maximize our hoop. The other cool things that are coming with it, I mean, even though we know about the embroidery designs, those are always great, but you are going to get a brand new hoop. And this one here is a 10 5/8 by 16 magnetic hoop. And it looks similar to this. Now this is the 7 by 12 size. However, it has a brand new carbon fiber infused magnetic frame. So it's going to be a lot more durable than even these ones. And these ones are super lightweight and super durable as is. So I'm excited to get my hands on the new one because it is going to be the largest size magnetic hoop. There's also going to be a new feature with Pattern Projection Plus, where you can just simply load your design, and if it's a bigger design that fills the whole hoop, and you know, so if you could zoom in right there for us to kind of see, but it's going to trace around the whole hoop and update the projector at the same time so that you can see your entire design without just having to drag your finger and move over certain parts about it. And then my favorite parts, and I had to save these two for last. So Kate, you were really excited about these ones, right?
French.
And there's a new type of embroidery design that they're introducing that we could do on our machines. And it is called the French knots. And that's a hand embroidery technique. And now with a couple of these designs, we're going to be able to do that on our machines. And I'm really excited to see that because it's like a 3D like candle wicking stitch. But my absolute favorite part that I'm going to show you guys how to do a little bit of tonight is that there's going to be 7 brand new crochet couching designs.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And that is the coolest thing. So you're going to be able to really elevate that couching feature and be able to do it on water-soluble stabilizer to create essentially a 3D lace version, but doing it with the couching, which is just so awesome. Now that's one of the little rose designs in there. But I remember when Tommy was walking around out there, there was a bag that they were stitching out in the couching part. And I said, I cannot wait for this upgrade because I want to make that bag. It was the coolest thing ever. So if you are definitely interested in one of these new upgrade kits that are coming out, you could place a deposit tonight and I will give you a call tomorrow, or you could always give in a call and you could place your pre-order and get the pre-order pricing, you know, before they come out. So, but I just want to show a couple of the couching designs, and then I think Joni, you're going to go into your demo.
Yeah, we're gonna do sergers again.
Yep. But last week I did show how to stitch this out with the built-in couching letters that are on our machines, and I used one of those new designs from the One Design Suite with the little star there. I still have to finish my pillow. But I also showed, you know, kind of using it with IQ Designer here to use the letter O to create a 3D fat flower there. But now I have the blocks. Should I wait on showing these or should I show these? Kate,
Go ahead.
get to... Joni's saying go ahead. So I stitched these out real quick. And this is with the new design suite. And I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. But with the new design suite too, you can actually make these really cool blocks with the yarn couching, which I think is awesome. And I just did 3 of them really quickly. There's 7.5, and then there's also going to be 5-inch blocks. And I'm actually going to demo one on the live with you guys in a little bit after Joni's demo, and I'm going to stitch it out in the background to kind of give you guys an idea and feel. But I'm obsessed with these because they don't only have just the couching stitches, but they also have little fill stitches.
Yeah, that's cool.
And background stitches.
This is really cool, the way it's perfectly straight there.
And imagine using that for a bag, a quilt, you know, for the back of a jacket. Like, these are awesome. Now, these couching designs here that I have that Sophie did put in the bubble, those are going to work on the Solaris, the Luminaire. If you have the Altair or Stellaire as well, you could do those designs on those machines since you could do couching on those machines. Same with the Radiance and Avenir. So, but other machines like the Destiny, you can't do the couching designs on. They're a little bit too older. They didn't have the software programs in there. So you just want to make sure that you have a machine that can do the couching designs. So now I'm going to let Joni get into her demo, and then I'm going to get set up for mine in the background too.
Okay.
So.
All right, so I'm going to be on the serger, the Triumph, and I have a couple of things I wanted to show you. First of all, I'm going to show you how to thread the machine, and I know last week I didn't show this, but this is the quick reference guide, and it has every single stitch that the Triumph can do, and it just walks you through the steps on how to set the machine up. So right here, it will tell you exactly how to set it up, and then you look at the diagram, and it shows you how to thread it. So it's easy to thread. You don't have to go open up a manual and find the step that you want to do, but so everything is right here on this quick reference guide. So, okay. So first of all, I wanted to show how to thread it. So I'm just going to, here, we'll pull all this out. And this is something that the diagram will show you where the threads go, but it's a really good idea to see this, to see it like on a live or in person. So first of all, I'll we're going to open this up. And I'm going to take this off so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and then we'll put it back on. But that's the table you're going to be using with the cover stitch. So I'm going to go to threading, and it looks like a set of pipes right here, but the thread guides are engaged, and that's what allows the air to go through the machine and bring the thread out. So first I usually start here and I work my way over. Because of the jet air threading, it doesn't matter in what order you thread. So I'm gonna start here. This is the chain looper. So I'm gonna do the 3-thread wide. I'm going to do the 2-thread wide cover stitch. So I'm going to have 2 needles. So I'm going to have overlocked the cover stitch C3 and C1 and C3. Okay. If I was using 3 needles, I would also have C2, which is back there. And then this is the chain looper. So I'm going to put it through the antenna, and then it comes down right through here. So I'm going to take the thread, put it through, okay, and then I just let it like hang down like that, okay, and you want it to go behind that little metal piece. Let's see. Okay, there. Okay, so it's going to go through that metal piece and up around the tension disc right here. And then I'll take the end and we'll put it into the C port. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to hit the little button. It says push to thread loopers. And there it goes. And then you say, well, where did it go? And it will be right here. You'll open up this door and you'll see the thread, and then the thread, you take it and put it through the thread cutter right there, and then just kind of stuff it back in and then close it up. So my chain looper is threaded. Now I have the 2 needles right here, and then so I'll take this one. Let's see what I got here, a little knot in here. I'll just snip that. Here, I'll just rethread that one. Okay, so I'll take that and right here. So I have C1 and C3. So I'm going to I'll start out with that. Now this, a baby lock educator showed me how to do this one time, and it was the best thing I learned in years. But to thread, this is a little difficult to thread right back here. Like maybe if I turn it a little bit, maybe does that better?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the tension discs for the 3 threads. I'm going to be using 1 and 3. So you take the thread and you put it in that tension disc, and then you just bring it underneath and pull to the right slightly. And I don't know, you may have heard that little pling, but it kind of binged at me. And so it's going to go through that tension disc, and then there we go. And then up and around the take-up lever. Okay, and then we'll come down here, right there. Okay, then we'll take this one and do the same thing. We're going to put this on the tension disc, C3 tension disc, and just kind of go underneath, and you pull to the right. And then we're going to bring that up and around the take-up lever, and then through the guide on the foot, above the needle, and then I'm just going to cut it the length of the machine like that, and then I will bring my needle threader down. Okay, and here I like to bring the foot down because I can just see a little bit better. So then I'm going to take my tweezers, and this one is the left one, and I'm just going to hold it like just the tip of it. And I'm going to bring that thread up over to the needle. Here, okay. I'm going to come a little closer. There. Oops. There. Okay, and you just hold it in front of it, and then you hit the button. There, and it sucked it in. And then I'm going to take this one and do the same thing with the C3 needle. Okay, and just kind of hold it there. And there. And then you pull it up, and it brings them the rest of the way through. Yeah, so it's easy to thread the needles. And then I'm going to take, now, when I'm sewing with the cover stitch, the first stitch, I'm going to just let the needles come forward, you know, right here, because you never know quite what to do with them. So, okay, so the first thing I was going to do was I was going to show you how to hem. Okay, I always feel that if somebody's short, you definitely need a serger with the cover stitch so you can hem. And then, so I'm going to put my table back on. And there we go. So there we go. Okay, and then there. Okay, so now I'm going to take my fabric guide and I'm going to put that on the machine. And so this starts with 0. So I'm going to kind of just eye judge this. I'm going to line up the 0 with, now, I did change the foot. And the reason why I changed the foot was this is the one that it comes with, and you can use, it's wide. You can use your overlock stitches right here and then your cover stitches right there. I put on the cover stitch only foot. It just makes it a little bit easier because it isn't as wide, and you're able to see a little bit better. So you can do the cover stitch with this foot, but I like this one because it's a little bit more narrow. But right here, and also right here, there's 5 little marks that mark the 5 different needle positions. And then on this one, so there's 3 little marks that mark those 3 needle, the C1, C2, and C3. So I'm going to line up the 0 kind of like with the in the middle of the foot. And then I have these little screws that came with your machine. And we're going to take that and put that right here. And it holds it in place. Okay. All right. And then I have a piece of fabric. And I cut it so that there's like a 2-inch hem. Now here's a little tip. I have a seam, so when I went to fold it up, I took the ones, I snipped it right where the fold of the hem is. So right here, I snipped it, and I press one way and press one the other way. So when the 2 seams are come together, they're nice, and it doesn't feel at all bulky right there. So now we are sewing on this side. So that's why you need the fabric guide. So what I do is I take this, like first I'm going to put the wrong side down, and I take, it's a 2-inch hem. So I'm going to put that on 2, and I can kind of test it by, laying this here. And just to get an idea of it, if it's going to work for me. So what I'm going to do is just make that a little bit shy of the 2 inches. And then I'll put the fabric down. And like that. All right. And so I have that on 2 inches. Now these threads, I'm just going to hold them out. I'm going to drop the presser foot, and then I'll start to sew. Let's get my foot control. And I'm going to take a few stitches. I think my foot is, oh, my door is open. That's a safety feature. Okay, so let's go to serging, close your door, and now it will work. There we go. So I just take a few stitches, and then I'm going to stop and snip the threads, and then I'll keep sewing all around, and I have a trick to show you how to end it. Okay. So that's why you need the fabric guide, because you really can't see where you're sewing. Okay. And then we should be coming around. And okay.
But this is just so helpful, Jen. I get so many people that how do I have a knit dress or knit top?
Okay, so now here I'm coming to the end. So we're just gonna come in and I'm gonna line up my foot with the previous stitch right here. So I'm gonna snip that too. I just have a, okay. And then we're gonna come here. Okay, so I can kind of see where the threads are going. I'm lining them up right here so you can sew right over it. Okay, and then take a few stitches and I'm gonna stop. Okay, now I'm gonna turn my hand wheel so that the needles go up. I'm going to give it some slack like this. Okay. Okay, give it some slack. Then I'm going to take my screwdriver. Okay, I'm going to lift the foot and I'm going to take my screwdriver and pull those threads forward like that. Okay. This is amazing. When I learned, I thought this was the best thing I ever learned in my life. Snip them. Okay, okay. And then I'm going to pull away my fabric quickly. And what it's going to do is take those top threads and pull them to the back. Okay, and so that I won't have a raw edge there. So I'm just going to kind of go like that. And there, I don't have any threads on top.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
it covers
Like a
the
magic
Ever, yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I've never known that.
You never knew that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still
Well, I'm dropping everything today. Okay, and then you have your chain stitch that was there that was connected, and you can just take those threads and tie them in a knot then. So I pulled my top threads back from the top to the back. They're there, and then I would just take it and tie it in a knot and cut it.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
We'll see.
Most
Yeah.
most priceless.
Yeah,
technique I've
so
ever
there.
learned.
Yeah, I know. When I thought that's amazing. So that's what it looks like. Okay. So then I was going to do also the belt loop maker. Is there time for that?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to leave that foot on, and so I have it set up for the cover stitch. So I'll take this one off, and the belt loop maker will make belt loops, but we use it for a lot of different things like straps for purses, and you can make like a drawstring with it. And I have a couple of samples right here, and I'll just show you that real quick but you use the cover stitch. So we're going to take that and put that there, and this is the belt loop maker. There's 2 different sizes. I think I dropped the bigger one, but there is the 1.5, and there's also the 3/4. And so this is what the larger one looks like right here. That's the larger one. And then this is the smaller one. And so, like I said, we've used this for like drawstrings, and we've used that one for purse straps. And so I'm going to take those little screws again, and we're going to take that and put that right here. And I'm kind of lining up the opening where my fabric's going to go through with the foot. So we're going to take that like that. And then we put that one in. And now the directions will tell you how wide to cut the strips. So we'll take this one. And I do need my scissors here. They fell on the floor. I can pick those up. Okay, so we're going to take this and cut it on a point. Okay, and then we're going to put this in here. I love the attachments for the serger. Okay, and then I'm going to take my tweezers and just kind of pull that underneath the foot so it makes contact with the feed teeth. There we go. And then I'll lower the foot and we'll start to sew. I'll close my door so it will sew again. And I'm just going to start to sew. There we go. And it's making yeah.
Perfect for a strap right there.
There we go, and that's it. Okay. And then I have and there's my little strap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there.
Done in seconds.
So yeah, done really easily, really quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my serger.
That was a really good. That was 2 really good. I can't get over this one. But just pull quickly.
Yeah. You just pull it quickly. So I let's see, right here on where it came together, I stopped, and and you just pull some slack down, take your screwdriver and go underneath the foot and pull those threads forward, snip them, and you pull away really quick, and it will, and then you have these threads and you just tie them together.
Mm-hmm. That just blew me away.
Yeah.
Look, that's just such a clean finish too.
Yeah, and like lining up the previous stitch with the new stitch allows you to get a nice where it connected really well.
I've always done that, and I've always just went over an inch and I trimmed it. But sometimes if I would wash a shirt that I made, it would come undone because I never knew how to properly secure it until just now. I mean, you just taught me something, Joni. So I learned something tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. So we have this. This is the cover chain stitch foot, and I that's the one. It just covers that area that you would use the chain stitch or the cover stitch. So it's narrower, so it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, and then these 2 are the belt loop maker, and there's the 2 different sizes, and this one is the smaller one. Okay, and we can bring those over so they can see. Yeah, so that's the cover stitch foot right here. There. Okay, and then we'll bring my little straps over too, so they can see what the different sizes. Yeah, this is good for the t-shirts if they're too long. I like to do that. So this is the smaller one. And
look at that strap. Perfect.
Yeah.
Imagine you're doing a quick little in the hoop project like that one. What was it? Me Time Ellie bag. I always reference that.
Oh, really?
I know there was a strap, but there's so many other like in the hoop little bag and purse patterns that you need a strap for. Done in seconds. Done in seconds on the serger.
And there's the belt loop maker, and the wider one, and that one will look like this. Okay. There you go.
We also have the fabric guide in too.
Yeah, and the fabric guide. The fabric guide is amazing. So this would be for your 8-thread machines, the bigger machines. There is another one for the for like the Accolade. That's an 8-thread machine too, but it's smaller. And the Evolve was also a smaller one too. So there is another one for that. But this one is for those larger machines that have more room to the right of the machine. Okay, and then we have this is a serger accessory pack, and this one is for the 8-thread machines. So you can see all the way across it says 8, 8, 8. But this one has 6 feet, and it has I'm going to read them off what they are. So you have the beading foot, the blind hem foot, cording foot, the 5mm cording foot, the elastic foot, lace, and ruffling foot. And what I really like about the feet is you can do more than what it says it is. So that the elastic foot, you can put elastic in, but then there's also this little groove in it, and you can put wire in it and sew and make a ribbon. And ribbon so that you can kind of, it will stand up. You can form
Which one's
nice,
this one again, Luciani?
That's the lace foot.
I use the lace foot for the 1/4 inch.
Yes. So that will attach lace, and then it will also, you can do your perfect 1/4 inch with that one. Yeah, and then the P5 foot is something, the cording foot, you can put piping in, and you can also put a zipper in with that. And then the beading and we'll do the beading and sequins. The ruffling foot is really great. We showed that one last week. And then the blind hem foot is really nice, especially for like fleece and things like that. And then this one was, the elastic foot, beading foot, blind hem, lace foot, ruffling foot. I think I got them all. Okay, so that is for the 8-thread, like the Triumph and the Evolve, and also the Euphoria. And you could also use, let's see, you couldn't Accolade. Accolade is a smaller machine, so they would take another set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
Well, Accolade's 8-thread.
No, wait. Yeah, Accolade will also take it. It's the guide.
I saw a couple questions I wanted to answer. So somebody said, "Will these feet work on the brother serger?" And I'm going to tell you guys this: no. These ones are made for the baby lock serger specifically. The brother sergers are designed a little bit differently with how the needles are positioned.
Yeah.
And I saw a question about the belt loop binder too, for the Berninas. And yes, there is a separate one for the Berninas made
we'll
by
have
them.
to maybe next week show some Bernina feet for the sergers. Okay, and then this package is for like the Imagine, the Victory, the Acclaim. So that these are the 4-thread sergers. Okay, and they have the same feet, except that this one, it has the beading foot, the blind hem foot. It has 2 cording feet. One is 3mm and one is 5mm. So you can do the very narrow piping and then also a little wider. But is the cording foot, the 5mm, is the one that we put the zipper in with. And then there's also the elastic and the ruffling foot.
And then a couple other questions I saw come up. So yes, this set right here will work on the Baby Lock Ovation. Also, the belt loop binders These will work on the applaud as well.
Yeah.
And also, Deb, I did see your comment, and I will give you a call back. So.
Okay. That's good. Okay, and then this is new. This is like a little trim bin, and it's really nice to have it collect. To have your fabric just fall into there instead of on the floor. Yeah, so it's easier to clean up. You just slide it out and dump it out, and yeah. So that is something that's fairly new for the baby lock. So they made a trim bin for it. So I like that too. Okay, now some of you, those little screws, they came with your machine, but I know sometimes they get misplaced or they roll underway somewhere or fall in the garbage. So if you happen to need the 2 little screws to hold those attachments in, then that is right there. Okay.
Yeah, and let me say this, those screws do go missing.
Yeah.
So it does not hurt to just get a second set, if I'm being honest, because I have lost a lot of screws, a lot of screwdrivers here. If you guys know me, that's my running joke here.
What's that?
I can never find a screwdriver.
Yeah, no, yeah.
As long as I have a J-foot, though, I'm good.
Yeah, I can use the tip of it, yeah. Okay, so those are my serger feet, and let's see, what's next?
We have a bunch of new
Caboodles,
Yeah.
new ones.
Carol's gonna love these.
Yeah, she's. I know she's started a new one. So this one is the Hollyhock and Sunshine Cozy Kit. So this looks like it's probably meant for the end of summer, because I see the sun and the watermelon. Or maybe it's for the, because aren't these by month?
Yes.
Yes,
You know what? I want to talk about how great these kits are. So if you are into making the little canisters here, and these are so cute, whether you're making it a cookie jar, a little gift basket, it's just something unique that we could do with our favorite crafts. But what I personally love about these is that all of your applique pieces are laser cut to perfection for you. And that is why I'm like, okay, I totally understand, because I love an easy project that all the hard work is done for me. And all I get to do is just sew. That's what we want to do at the end of the day, is just sew.
Yeah, so they're all cut up, laser cut, and look, there's little embellishments. These have tiny little buttons. Looks like they go in the center of the flowers or something. Okay.
Now, there's also going to be, and I think this is going to be the very popular one of the night, the 4th of July one right here.
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
I know. And Carol is working on this one next door. And it's so cute. And you do get the laser cut files. You get the instructions here, and you also get the embroidery designs as well. And it comes in PES, DXT, EXP, HUS, JEF,
and everything.
And BP3. In other words, everything. So
yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I like that's really nice. Okay, so let's see. Now this one is the Summer Flutter Kit. Okay, that one's cute. It has looks like sunflowers. Do you think that's a sunflower or a black-eyed Susan or
Black-eyed Susan? I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Yeah. That's Black-eyed Susan is a Maryland state flower.
Ah, okay. Well, I have family that lives up in Maryland, but every time I'm there, it's just for a few hours before we go on vacation up to Ocean City. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's cute. But they're yellow, so these aren't yellow, so it's just a flower, I would say.
Boy, look at this next one here. This next one's kind of cute.
Yes, this is the duck, the Loon Melody Cozy Kit sewing version. Okay, so there's a duck.
A duck. Here's the duck.
Yeah, here's the duck. So this says sewing version, and the rest of them said embroidery version. So let's see. It says pattern includes instructions for the canister wrap and lid, along with the appliques and the templates. But that must be a sewing version. So some people do like to do the sewing. We seem to push the embroidery a lot, but there are people out there who really like to just do the sewing.
You know what? I like that one. I do kind of wish it was embroidery, but I think it's really cute. I like the duck.
I do like the duck.
All right. Okay. So what do we got up next here?
Okay,
Kathy was working on this all day.
This is coming out soon, I believe. And this is a quilt, and this is a Riley Blake design, Stitch Your Flower Garden quilt.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah, and this is another one that she uses that layer cakes.
Wait, look at this, how cute this is right here. Kate,
Yeah.
look at this with the little fringe embroidery. Here, I guess it goes that
Yeah,
way.
it's something that you cut the bobbin thread in the back, and then it fringes. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah, but they're all made with the layer cakes. And there's a crib size 36.5 by 45.5, and the twin size is 59.5 by 86. So I love it. It reminds me of one of the quilts that Ruth Ann taught. It was a Smith Street design. Remember that, Ruth Ann? That was nice. But it reminds me of that one.
I'd like to point out that we used IQ Designer to give a little fill.
I like
Okay, yeah.
This block, and so we would want to teach this at some point, but just
Yeah.
adding a little background quilting with IQ Designer.
And you know,
Yeah.
that's something I love that we're able to do with our machines, whether it's, you know, on the baby lock end with IQ Designer or the brother end with My Design Center, and add those background fills just to really elevate something. Because look how much nicer that really looks. I love that with the little background fill.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I think I would do the background fill too.
Mm-hmm.
And but the stitching, it has like a little pattern to it, like this star.
I know, it's like
one.
Tommy stitches.
Yeah,
look at that.
it looks like rope right here. So
Let's zoom in on
there's-
this one, Sophie. I'm going to put it right in the middle here and just really zoom in. Look how pretty that
Yeah,
stitch is.
that is. Yeah,
Even the one on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a textured satin stitch. I love that. That is so gorgeous. I think that elevates it on its own too.
Yeah, Wildflower. That was the one she did. It was called Wildflower. It reminds me of it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like you could do this pattern here in a cave fabric as well.
Oh, that would.
I think this would look really good in a cave fabric.
All right, and then we did accidentally skip over the canister
Oh.
for the caboose.
Oh, okay.
We skipped over the
okay.
important part.
Yeah. So this is is that in the bubble now?
Yeah.
Canister, the white. Yeah. So this is that perfect canister for the caboodles. So if anybody needs that.
Exactly. And maybe you just need a canister in general, but put all your cookies in here. Kate, I was
surprised
really hoping you hid
had
one of the
some
cookies in
cookies
here
in
that are
here.
outside, because I would have
Yeah.
went, here's a cookie.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, and now we have a new fat quarter bundle.
Yeah, yeah, this is very pretty. It's Garden of Affection by Kristen Bachman. And look how pretty that is. So let's see if we can see more of it without, it's really pretty. So here, if we take a look right there, so you have like the blues and the pinks and the peaches. That's very pretty.
And I think Carol's going to show that collection tomorrow on the fabric show.
Oh, is
too.
she? Okay. Yeah, so maybe I really like
That is pretty.
one.
I saw this one come in. You know what? There's a hummingbird fabric in here, and it looks exactly like the other fabric we had for the event. So really, really pretty. Now, we got this other Timeless Treasures one,
This
and
is
I
my
really
favorite.
like this.
This is Kate's favorite. This is called Impressions. This is 12 fat quarters, and that is really pretty on top. They always put the prettiest one like on top, and yeah, so they look like watercolors, and yeah, there you go. It's really pretty.
I know, those are gorgeous. And you know what? I like the watercolor painting of it. It looks like something like
With that one.
Van Gogh. would
Yeah,
have
it
designed.
does. Yeah.
Like that's what it reminds me of, like a Monet, a Van Gogh. Like I love that.
Okay.
I see why you
Another
like that
new
one.
Okay, this is another new one, and this one is Timeless Treasures, and let's see what's
Is that Chonga
one.
Wang? No.
It looks. I think
But
it
it looks
is.
like-
Yeah,
is
I
it?
know. I think it is. Yeah, because look at the gold and the. I think evening. Okay.
I see the gold. That's why I'm like, is that
Yeah.
Chonga Wang?
And it is Chonga Wang, I believe. So, yeah,
I love
that's
her fabrics.
beautiful. Yeah, Gloria loves Chonga Wang. That's her favorite. Let's
Say,
let
it's
that
my
go.
favorite too.
Yeah, look at that gold in there. That's really pretty. So, okay.
Alrighty, so let's
Okay.
move on to the next one here.
Okay.
And this is the Mystic Fat Quarter Bundle.
Yeah,
Now, Gloria
this-
really likes this collection too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
I forget who
that's
said
pretty.
they also really liked that one. I don't remember if it was Carol or Rose.
Uh-huh. That one's pretty. That looks like watercolors again. And there we go. This one has like a little yellow in it. It looks like those little things you blow on in it.
Oh, the wishers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty. Yeah, this is a nice, really nice collection.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we have the Maywood Sipping on Sunshine. So this is
All right, there is one left. And this is the last one in our
okay.
hand right
Is it
here.
really okay?
You guys, I'm surprised we even had one of these left, but you guys know Kathy loves this. They did that one-day event with it. So whoever is the lucky person to get this one will get it, but it's a very pretty collection right here that I absolutely love. And I know we can't get more of these, so.
Okay. Now here's a couple of books to give you some ideas on what to do with those fat quarters. So this one is called Fat Quarter 12 Skill Building Quilt Pattern Workshop. Okay. That's a pretty thick book too. And so look, it has all kinds of quilts to do with fat quarters. So you may even already have some at home and not sure what to do with them. And so this is a book with lots of ideas in it. There's a log cabin, and I like that one. Let's see, that's called Up and Away. That's pretty. Okay, so that is, and there's the directions.
Oh, that does look like butterflies. That would be really pretty.
That
with
is
Yeah,
super
butterflies.
yeah, that is.
Oh my gosh, using that Chonga Wang fabric with the butterflies.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That'd be perfect.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, now.
Okay.
Here's
so,
the other one here. And this one is Fat Quarter Friendly Quilts. There's 12 fun projects in this one. Couple table runners to bed quilts. So perfect little, what I call rainy day projects, especially a table runner. But we could just flip through a couple of these here. I'm not supposed to show the instructions. So I just like to show you guys the finished product.
I always like stars.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
really pretty. I like that because I can see how they use the Fat Quarter bundle in there, cutting out the different lengths. So, like even looking at that, like a little table runner right there with some applique, little patterns on there. I always like that we could always use IQ Designer for our blocks. So, but yeah, super
Okay.
fun and easy. So,
And we have the fall event.
Well, the fall event. Okay. So, yes, we don't have our projects yet, but Tommy's working on something that is kind of like top secret. So, but our events are always they're always fun. We always make beautiful projects, and we always make sure everybody gets done. So, and there's lots of help. You don't have to feel like you're you need to know how to sew a lot or know how to use the embroidery machines because we help you. And
well, let's talk about what we usually do. We always do a very fun IQ Designer project, whether it's a project, like any of the ones really behind me. I mean, so many different IQ Designer projects. When we did one of our previous events, Gloria and Joni taught this beautiful chenille pillow, how to do that in a class. We always make sure that you leave with your projects done. Nobody wants to go to an event and not finish their projects. That's not fun.
No.
So we are going to have a very special thing, or I don't know if I could say someone, Tommy might be mad at me, but I'm not really allowed to say who, but coming to this upcoming event. And that is going to be really fun, that we're really looking forward to it. But usually Gloria teaches a class, I teach a class, Tommy teaches a class, and maybe a special someone this time.
Yeah.
But we are very excited. We always do fun projects, and we always eat lunch together too. It's just such a fun experience. And I always say it's my favorite part of being here is when I get to see all of you guys. So I know so many of you guys live from out of state. And whenever you guys get to come to visit, we always get to catch up with you in person. And it's just always a wonderful
It's
time.
been fun meeting everybody because now you can put a face with a name. Yeah, it's really nice to meet everybody that watches us on Thursday nights.
Now we have gift cards.
Gift cards, okay. So these, okay, so let's see. So you can buy your gift cards, and people do like to buy them and kind of use them for, they save them for, you know, maybe even a machine, you know, so they can, so let's see. The first one is a $25 gift card. Now, do they get the Gloria Bucks on the gift cards?
Yes, they
do. Okay, so you better get that. You'll get 10% back in your account as Gloria Bucks. So it's kind of like you're really saving. So the first one is $25.
So you get $2.50
Yeah.
back.
Oh, okay.
And
And then $50. And so you'll get $5 back, or is that, yeah,
Yep.
10%. Okay. Okay. And then there's $100, and then $250. And so
I
like
say go
people,
with the $2.50.
yeah, I would say go with the $250 too. You know, people save them and they'll pay for like maybe an event with them, or they save them for. We've had people buy a machine with them, so. And yeah, but you get like a little discount there. You get a little bit incentive to get some money back for it. Okay. All right. And then this one was the compensation foot. This one is also used with the cover stitch, and it has a little spring motion on the back of it. You see how it kind of wiggles back and forth a little bit. So this one will allow, like if you're going over any humps or anything like that, it will allow you, it will just go right over it. And I think that's what John is doing right now. So yeah, you see how this kind of, there, let's see, I'm going to go like this. You see that, how it kind of wiggles a little bit. So that will go over.
Threw my mic away for a second. So I figured
And
I
this
might
is
as well
new,
demo
too.
this real quick, because I actually love this foot. Because, you know, I've been using a cover stitch for a long time back at home, and I think this is such a great foot to have. I do a lot of garments personally, and sometimes with stuff like jackets or jeans that have a lot of different decorative top stitching, and it's really hard to kind of keep those lines perfect, or sometimes you just don't want to do a bunch of rows on your machine. You want to get done in one go, you could use your cover stitch for it. So I have just a little seam here that I sewed just on this piece of fabric here, and I would press it to one side. I'd press my seam allowances to one side. And if Sophie could zoom in for me here, the compensating foot on both sides has a spring action side on each side here. So I could line it up on either side, and that spring action will actually act as a bi-level foot for us, so that we could perfectly stitch along the edge of those seams. And I'm just going to demonstrate it really quickly. I'm going to put on the foot, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to have a perfect top stitch using your cover stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the compensation foot. And I think this was the best foot that they ever released. It just came out this year. I'm so excited about it. And so I have my fabric right here. Now, maybe this was the sleeve for a jacket or something that I had to top stitch. And I would just line up the one raw edge of that fabric, align the one side. And that spring action will make that act as a bi-level foot, preventing that fabric from shifting over to the other side. Trim my little bit.
Yeah, that will help you. Somebody asked, yeah, Deb, does that foot make it easy to go over? It does. It does make it easier.
You know, fast, easy, and accurate. I have my whole top stitching done in less than a few seconds using that foot, and it's perfect 2 evenly spaced rows, 1/4 inch apart, absolutely perfect. So that's why I love the compensation foot.
Yeah. And all of our feet come with instructions. They're really good. Like this one, it says you can use a triple cover stitch, wide cover stitch, narrow cover stitch, and it also will tell you, that you're locking your blade and your upper looper is down. Okay, and then it kind of explains the foot right here is really good pictures. And let's see, and then we open it up, and it gives you a lot of, instructions.
Techniques too.
Yeah. So here this one says, a tip: if the fabric seems to curl or roll while stitching, the hem position the left needle slightly to the right of the fabric edge, placing the left needle in the body of the hem. This step helps prevent the fabric from curling or rolling when stitching the hem. So,
Joni, I don't even think they show on the instructions the way I showed with the foot there. I mean, but they show how it compensates going over bulky layers. But,
right, yeah.
I use it the way that I showed it because I think that's the most usable way. So we got the next thing coming up here, which is a pre-order for Autumn Acres. So Kate, did you want to talk about this one with me?
Okay, so.
All right, Kate, so come on in here real quick.
So this is one of Kimberbell's newest designs. It's coming out, when does it say on here? June 17th. So like
17th.
Oh, like a week and a half away.
Wow.
Mary Lou and Kathy were finishing this up today. Patty Underwood did a lot of the good work on these. This is their newest bench pillow. And so it's all like really fall themed things. So you see like they have little apple cider stand. This is the block that Mary Lou was finishing. And I was super excited about this. It's the little truck with the pumpkins. And you can see they have a brand new leather that comes in the embellishment kit for this design. So it's a blue, like glittery, sparkly.
Yes,
Wait, I didn't even notice that.
that
Look how cute that is. We didn't have
is.
this done last week. Look at that. It has like
Yeah.
little glitter sparkles in it.
That just makes it. And you can see over here that they put on, in the embellishment kit, it comes with little buttons. So instead of just sewing all 5 of the sunflowers, they put the little buttons on. It just adds a little something to the design.
I know, the
general store
embellishment
is
kits
cute.
always make it so much cuter.
They do.
Is really cute.
They do. And like, just, it's like, you don't even have to make the bench
Yeah,
pillow
so
either.
this is cider. Oh, it's that cute, and it has the glasses and the container that it holds it. That's cute.
Yeah, and you get all the little felts that you need, the little vinyl. Patty put a little mylar under there. You can even see some of their different techniques. So like fraying the little thread up here for the corn stalks, super cool. And the stitching over top of the satin stitch, I feel like that's just super, super cute. Kimberbell always has good designs. But this comes in, it's a 16 by 18 or 16 by 38 inch bench pillow, and you can use the 5x7 hoop for this.
Wow, everything in a 5x7.
So
Just about. I love
cool.
that. Love that.
Yeah.
You know what? I just think it's so cute. So, the first thing that we have in the bubble, I believe, is the design set, right, Kate?
Yeah, the embroidery designs. And you can kind of see in this photo, like the finished bench pillow. So we just have the blocks done, but you do get the fabric in the next bubble item. We have the fabric kit. So you'll get all of the fabrics that you need for all of the quilting and all of the little borders on here. Just super, super cute. So we have the embroidery designs, and then we have the embellishment kit. So if you want any of those buttons and that felt and everything that makes the pillow what the pillow is, like you need the embellishment
I always
kit.
say the embellishment kit is just a must-have in my opinion because you get the exact colors you need, all the little perfect notions. You could go and try to find something that's close, but I don't like that. That's not fun because then I'm like searching around and I can never find anything. So I like everything I need just right there in a bag for me.
And then we do have the fabric kit. So again, like I said, you get all of the fabrics to make this bench pillow. And then we also do have a custom glide thread set just for this. Mary Lou and Kathy, they love their glide thread.
I know.
I
it is
also love
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Glide is really nice. I love glide thread. You know what? It's very high quality, you know, very good. And I just like the colors that they have too. Still love my exquisite, but I do love these thread sets too.
Yeah, super, super good.
Alrighty, now we
This-
got something interesting
this,
here.
This is, I would say, the bargain of the night. But
This is a bargain. This is a super bargain.
This has 62 feet in it. And has like anything that you could imagine. And they'll snap on to your Baby Lock and Brother ankle. There is also an extra ankle right here, but it has everything that you would want. And then on the back, I believe they tell you exactly what each foot is. So you have the stitch guide foot, the universal presser foot, an open toe, a zipper foot, one to sew that will sew a button on, the plastic invisible zipper presser foot, applique foot, rounding bead foot, braiding foot, 1/4 inch roller foot, 3 millimeter roll of lace rolled edge, the 6 millimeter wide rolled edge, and the 3 millimeter narrow rolled edge. And it has the adjustable zipper foot. It has everything that you need. You have the free motion guide feet, one with the spring on it, and there's a blind hem foot. So it has every foot that you could use, and it's a like a standard. It's the short, the shorter ankle, but it does come with one. If you wanted to use but these would snap onto your high shank feet also. But it's you can't go wrong with that.
That's a great set, and you know what? Those are gone. That was bargain of the night. I
think it was too. And there's an invisible zipper foot, a gathering foot. So there's the clear 1/4 inch, and then the metal 1/4 inch. So you have everything you need all right there.
All right, now I think this is the highlight of the night. I've been so excited to show this all night again because we got this other design set in. But I have to talk about my favorite feature now, because you know what? This has easily become the coolest thing in embroidery, and I just can't wait for that upgrade kit with the 3D lace couching designs. I'm just like so excited about it. And like when Kate was like, John, it came in, I was like, what? I have to have it. So we have the 2 yarn couching design sets from Baby Lock. So I want to show the first one real quick. But I don't want to say that this is the least exciting one, because this is still a really great set. I'm just excited about the new block one. So this one came out this past year at Baby Lock Tech, and this is such a great design suite here because it gives you so many other new couching options. I feel like within the machine alone, there is a nice selection for the machines that have the couching feature, but sometimes there's things in there that I'm like, oh, I'm like looking for a little pumpkin or a star or a snowflake, and those aren't built on the machine. So I just found a bunch of nice little designs in this collection right here, and I actually used one on the pillow I showed you guys how to make last week that I demoed with you. I showed you the basics of yarn couching, and I actually used the little star and a star design right there to make this cute little front of a home, a little bench pillow here. I still have to finish it, but there's so many other great designs in there, like the little pumpkin right down there.
They are cute, yeah.
The pineapple, the snowflake is so pretty. I love it because these are really easy designs to do on your machine. But the bunny rabbit is the cute one. And you could see right here how they used it on a pillow front, just repeating the design a few times to really just make it pop and elevate a little bit. And a couple of the other ones stitched out on the back there. So I absolutely love the couching designs here. So this was the first collection that came out. Now, I have the second collection, and I have it in my hand. I was worried we weren't going to get this till August, Kate.
Oh, really?
Because I thought it was like a pre-release at H&H. But they just said, nope, we have it ready and ready to send to you guys. So I stitched a couple of these out, and I'm actually going to demo one with you kind of in the background for the rest of the night here. So I stitched out a few of these. Now, I will say the first one I did, my colors, I think were a little bit 80s colored. So I wasn't crazy about this one just because of my color choice, but that is the one on the front cover here that Karen Parker used. She's a baby lock educator, and she designed this collection here, and she actually made this bag using that couching feature, which I just thought was so awesome. Now, here's a couple of the blocks stitched out here, and I cannot wait to actually create some fun projects here, because you could use these for a little pillow front. You could add it to the back of a jacket.
I like this one.
I know, isn't this so cute?
It's very cute.
You know,
I like the fill stitches and behind it.
and that's the cool thing. These ones don't only just do the couching, they also have fill stitches to add a little bit of depth and background to it. So it's not just completely yarn, you know. So I stitched out a couple of the 7.5 ones as well, and I'm going to stitch out another 5-inch one behind me on the machine here. So, and I do want to show the back of this real quick so that you guys could take a picture and screenshot this to see if it works with your machine. But it does list up here on the baby lock end which machines are compatible, and then all the brother machines that are also similar, like the Stellaire, you know, the Luminaire, the Avenir, are all going to be able to work with this design suite right here. So really fun. Now, I'm going to just show you guys real quick how to load one of those designs and stitch that out real quick for you guys.
We are on the screen.
Alrighty, so I have my USB stick in on the side here, and here, I could adjust that. Sorry about that, guys. So I have my design here on the screen, and I actually went ahead and I stitched out the first couple stitches. There's going to be a tack down stitch for your fabric, which is kind of an outline for your block. And then I did the fill stitch, which is the little green part here, if we could just switch over to the hoop. So I stitched that out ahead of time, and now I'm on to the first yarn couching part. And they actually do give you the instructions on all the step-by-step. So I'm just going to switch to the overhead real quick. I'm so sorry, girls. I'm making you guys jump around tonight. But they do give you the steps on, you know, hey, fabric tack down stitch or decorative stitch, and then couching designs. So I'm going to show you guys how to thread the machine real quick for couching. So you're going to want to use the same color thread as your yarn. You could use a regular pre-wound bobbin, but try to match up your thread to your yarn as close as possible. You'll have to switch out colors in between. And then we're going to follow through to guide here. So I'm using my thread stand here, and if you're using, you know, the Solaris, Luminaire, the Altair, Meridian, you'll still want to use your thread stand. I'm using the Brother Avenir tonight. And then you're going to want to put your yarn couching guide in on the side here and feed that through. And then the last thing is you're going to want to make sure that you have your yarn couching embroidery foot on. Now, another thing to note is that these feet here and the guides with the software came in the upgrades for the Altair and Meridian. Same with the Solaris, the second upgrade. So if you don't have those upgrades, you might be looking around for these feet, but you won't have them. And so this is the yarn couching embroidery foot. And we're going to switch to this one when we start doing the embroidery couching. And this is our regular embroidery foot. So you want to make sure you have both of these handy. When you're doing the first stitches, you'll want to use this foot. And then when we start doing the yarn couching itself, we do have to switch over to this one. So we're going to put that on here real quick.
What kind of yarn do you use for this?
So you know what? I just grabbed, it was called a medium weight, and I think it was called like a size 4, meaning that there's like 4 braids to it. I actually, yeah, it was medium number 4 is what it was called. Now, also a handy little trick if you guys are like me and you lose your screwdriver all the time, you could use the back end of your J-foot to tighten the foot here. So, fun little feature I learned. And now the last thing we're going to do before we get started is I am going to take our yarn threading guide. It is a little thin latch wire here. You don't want to lose these just because they're really hard to find, I always say. And we are going to feed the yarn through that foot. So you'll want to thread this really quickly. Anytime I joke and say quickly, it takes me forever to do it. And we're going to take that after we loop that through and go through the whole of the foot. That's really important because that's going to tack it down, just like that. And now we're ready to begin. So I always do a couple stitches first, and then I kind of trim off my loose tail. And I just kind of trim it off kind of close. With these blocks, they all kind of overlap parts of each other, so you could have a tiny bit of a tail that will get embedded, and that's okay. And then we're just going to begin stitching it out. You want to make sure that you have enough slack on your yarn here whenever you're doing this. You don't want this to be really tight because that will pull too much on it and that could break a needle. So just make sure that you give it the slack that it needs. And it's going to stitch down that yarn and it's going to tack it down for us here. And we can see how it just follows that pattern. And the first step is really fast. So it's going to be done in just a second. And then we'll be ready for the second color, which is yellow. So I'm going to kind of stitch these out in the background, but we're also going to show a couple of the last few things that we have for tonight here as well. So, but once again, that is this absolutely awesome new design suite, and I just encourage everybody to try it out. So as long as you do have, you know, like an Altair Meridian with the upgrade, or Stellaire with the upgrade, Solaris or Luminaire, or Avenir or Radiance, you're going to be able to stitch these out, and that is just the funnest thing ever. So, and I'm just so excited for all the projects I'm going to start making.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to skip over this because we were showing this like last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and we didn't have them in. Now we do.
And now they're finally in. So I unboxed one. I'm not going to unbox the other just because I don't know how many we got and we have to send them out to people. But I just wanted you guys to see that we actually did get them. So this is item 170.
And so these are the free motion quilting rollers. So, you know, these rollers are from Baby Lock here. And, you know, if you have the Baby Lock or Brother or Bernina with the stitch regulator attachment for roller work, you could use all of these rollers here. And I actually like these. So I just remember we were working with these a couple weeks ago, and they are just so fun for free motion quilting. So if you have the new Sew Steady attachment for the Brother or Baby Lock stitch regulators, you will be able to use these rollers. So these are a couple different ones than what comes in the box with this kit. Oh, we have an open one. Perfect. So it's really fun. But this new attachment that came out makes it so that you could do roller work with your stitch regulator without it being super close to the front here, so that you actually have the room to play with these rollers whenever you're doing stitch regulation. Because if it was super close right there, it would be really hard to get that roller underneath there, right? So this one makes it height adjustable and actually extends it out so that you could follow along those guides for free motion quilting. So that's what's really fun there, is being able to do that. I think I want to show this again on another night that I'm set up for this, because it is really fun to actually play with it. And that's the fun in free motion quilting, is you just get to kind of play and do as you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just completely different from regular sewing, as I always say. Now, this was the first set here, and then this is also the second set. So this was the expansion set right there. Alrighty.
All right, and then we did grab these because we have a lot of these in stock, and we haven't shown them in a while.
I know, these are cute. I love these.
This is Baby Lock's Design Suites, the Floral Alphabet Collection, and I think I have a printout here. But you get all of these really fun, these are embroidery designs. So normally the Design Suites have the IQ Designer fill stitches, but these are actually the embroidery designs, and so they're available in 4 different sizes. I think a 4-inch, a 6-inch, an 8-inch, and a 10-inch by height. And you can see you get all the letters of the alphabet, super, super pretty. And like the digitizing, on all of these is super nice. So this is great for a tea towel, for a pillow, if you're doing any home decor, anything with a gift for new homeowners. My sister just got her first house, so I'm looking to make things to gift her, and this is something that would be really good.
And I love them because you know what? There is a couple different versions on that design suite.
There is, yeah.
So you have one that has one with applique fabric, one without the applique fabric, and then there's also another version between them too. So you have the one that has a black outline for the floral parts, and then you have the one that has the fill stitch, and the one with the fill stitch is just so pretty. I used Fairy Frost on the inside of this one of our favorite fabrics. It just turned out so gorgeous. I did a G for Gloria, and she absolutely loved it. She took this home for a little bit, then she brought it back because she said, John, that did take you a while to stitch out. So,
yeah. And then we finally got this in, one of the other new ones that they
released. Look at that.
So the Pets collection, super cute, really cute cat. Look, they use these on the little cat house.
That is so
super
cute.
Unique, super cool. So you get all of these fun little fill stitch designs. You can see little horses, some cats playing with yarn, cows, fish. I'm just thinking of all the different projects you can make with these. Like anything, like I know people make little mats for their like animals, like water bowls and things. I feel like these would just add like a nice little touch to those.
Oh, I agree. You know, it's just so cute. I absolutely love them. I just love that. So, and you know what? Here's the other thing. You got goldfish, but the cats, there's a lot of different cat ones in there. There's horses, little dog houses. You know what? I always joke, you know, when you're in a dog house, you know, you can tell your husbands that, hey, you're in a dog house, and you could hand them something with that stitch.
Yeah, super, super fun.
I don't think anybody found my joke funny. Kathy would have been laughing.
You're so funny, John.
I know. Hey, I got to try to crack up with you guys a little bit tonight. So, all right. Now, I think all of these upcoming next are a bunch of different charm packs. And I think they're just a couple of.
Yeah, so we just have what we have in store right now. You can put things on waitlist. We might be able to get more, but I can't guarantee that. So we're just going to go through these fast.
Yep.
So this is Reef by Kate Spain from Moda.
Tiffany made a bag with that, and it was so gorgeous.
And Deb also made a little quilt, a little baby quilt out of this. And it's just super, super fun. If you like the beach, if you like nautical themes, this is the charm pack for you. It's just like super, I love the bright colors.
And that one's gone. Super pretty though. Some of these we only have 1 or 2 left. So the next one, True Love, there's only a few of these ones left, guys. But this looks like a new collection actually. And I like it, all the different little daffodils, the different geometric. I love that. That would be so cute for a bag. Yeah. I actually loved that. You know, you have little polka dots in there, other little floral parts in there as well. Lots of different polka dots in this one, though, and I do like polka dots. So that's perfect for applique, actually.
It is.
You know, wait, what's this one? There's like little text and writing on. Wait, look how cute that is.
That's really cute.
It's like a little page of like a notebook, and there's actual writing on it. So, the happiest day of my life and the hardest, answered Phoebe briefly, and she looked away from the questioning eyes. So, look at that.
Very cool. We're gonna have to read this, see what the story's about.
I know. I want to figure out. Look, it's in green too in the back.
No, I really like this collection. I wonder if we're gonna get yardage for this in.
This is really pretty.
I'm not sure, but these are really good basics and really good for appliques.
Oh my gosh, all the polka dots is what I can't get over. Yeah. So if you are somebody that does a lot of machine embroidery with applique, I would get this just for the polka dots, honestly, because those are perfect for little Kimberbell mix-ins if you're repeating a project, you know, perfect for that.
All right, and so now we have another one, Delphinium, so one of Joni's favorites right now. Super, super pretty purples, just like the ones we saw earlier. You have this nice little floral patterns. I love the little like sprigs of lavender and lilac. Super pretty. You have these cute geometric patterns too.
I think that's what she was, well, it looks similar to what she was using for the straps.
Yeah, just super, super pretty. People have been coming out with great fabrics lately. I'm like, we are in heaven here at the store with all of these fun fabrics.
I always say we have more fabrics than any other store. And they are always so pretty.
Okay. I think this is my favorite. this little print there. But super good. You even get some like little watercolor, like solid-ish backgrounds. Super, super fun. Little pops of green in there. This is really pretty for summer. All right. And then we also have, you know what, I'm going to open this up. But the Sippin' on Sunshine from Maywood Studios, the Kimberbell line. I have been in love with this line since we got it in. So the little main print on here is a bunch of little soda labels. So I know that Kimberbell is from, what, Utah, right?
Yep.
And dirty soda is really big over there. So I'm sure this is what inspired them to have little soda labels. But you can see tons of fun little colors and prints. And it is gone. Dang, I didn't even get to show it. So, all right. And then I did grab some Charm Square books.
I don't know what happened to my little...
So we all love charm packs. Like we love a good box bottom and bow tote. But if you're ever wondering like what else you could make with your charm squares, we do have some books with some projects. So this one's called 3 Times the Charm. This is book 2 in the series. And it gives you all of these fun little quilt patterns that you can use your little charm squares for. Super fun. Just a good way to use up any scraps you may have along with those charm squares. Super, super cool. Ooh, I like this one. That one's fun. And they picked out good fabrics for the samples in these. Yeah. Super, super cute. Always good to have books with patterns, I think.
I agree. You know, I have to emphasize something, guys. Don't lose that little latch wire that I showed you for your yarn threader.
Did you lose it?
I did. I did lose it. So I'll have to finish the block another time. So I really wanted to finish that tonight.
No.
Oh well.
Oh no.
So
We'll find it. It'll show up in a week.
We'll show you guys tomorrow on the fabric show with that. So.
All right. And then this one is called Time Saving Charm Quilts. So it comes 8 quilts made with pre-cut charm squares. So another just super good book to have whenever you have like a charm pack that you're not really sure what to do with. Making a quilt, I feel like sounds like a good way to go. Ooh, I like this one. That one's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
With the little stars.
You know, I'm looking for one with 5-inch blocks. I just need something. Honestly, even this, instead of doing those, I would do a bunch of different blocks.
Oh, that would be really cool. That's a good idea. Yeah, super, super fun. Ooh, that one's really... I mean,
I like that. That's really cool.
I'm very new to piecing and quilting, so I know this is probably a little out of my wheelhouse, but they do have some easy-looking ones, too. So.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Super good. We have just a few more charm packs.
Oh my gosh, this next one, Fast Fingers.
So
Fast Fingers on this next one, because I'm surprised there's even one in front of me.
Chelsea Garden. So we looked at this earlier, but I absolutely love this fabric line. I know Sophie does. Everyone has been going insane over this in the store. So you have all these really pretty deep purples and pinks, and it reminds me of like early 2000s fashion. I absolutely adore it. And I'm not even that big of a purple person, but this purple is super, super pretty, and it works really well with the colors in the line. So just super, super pretty prints. And again, what is in stock is what we have, and we can't get any more.
I know. I'm surprised we had a couple of these left, because this collection was like one of the most popular ones we've carried. Tommy did a fun Ready, Set, Sew project with it. You know, that beautiful pillow. Those charm packs, that is such a beautiful collection with all those different shades of purple, yellow, cream, navy. They just go so perfect together.
And if you're looking for like a fabric for a project for like a young person, I feel like a lot of people around our age would really like colors like this.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I like this. That would look really cute in my apartment and yours.
All right, and then the next one we have is Renew by Sandy. Oh gosh, Gervais, I think.
Sorry, Sandy, if we pronounced your name wrong.
But this is from Riley Blake, and this is their 5-inch stacker. Super, super pretty. We just got these in recently, too.
5-inch stacker. I like that. That's a new name for a charm pack.
Yeah, super, super fun. The pinks, purples.
And it's gone.
All right, and then we also have Ambiance by the 3 Sisters for Moda. And we've had this for a little while, and I'm surprised we still have it because it's
3 Sisters. Aren't those the ones that released all those quilts, or was that 10 Sisters? I'm sorry, I'm confusing them. Sorry.
But you have all of these pretty, like, salmon-y pinks with, this looks like it's black, but I'd say it's a very dark navy. Super, super fun floral prints, and it is gone. But yeah, just take a look. I absolutely love this line. I love the pinks and the off-whites. And then we have one last one. Family Tree by Deb Strain. And this is a really fun collection that we just got
she's
in
a really
recently.
good designer
She's
too.
super,
Gloria likes
super
her a lot.
talented. We have tons of little, these are more neutral colors, so this is good for like a family room or giving as a gift. It's always a safe option to get neutral colors.
Oh, and I like those neutrals too. White,
Yeah, the greens,
olive, brown.
super,
And
super
those ones
pretty.
are gone.
All right. And then I think we had a few more things left for tonight. One of them is the Paper Piece Quilt Blocks book. So everyone's been obsessed with paper piecing here at the store. Kendall's been she was making a sample today.
She made that cute cowgirl boot, and I was like, I wish I could have
did.
showed that tonight. So, oh, is it?
I moved it. I put it. It should be in
Oh,
this corner.
she made another
She
boot
did.
though. So,
So
she made a new one.
She loves this little cowboy boot design, and she did make another one, and it with a completely different colorway, and it like changes the design fully. Super, super fun. But we do have this little book here. This is by Liza Taylor. I know Deb loves Liza Taylor. These are Liza Taylor designs too, I believe. Just not in the book. But super, super fun. You get to learn how to paper piece all these fun flowers. They even made a little placemat out of them. So
Look at that quilting on that. That's beautiful.
yeah, that is really pretty. I wonder.
I don't know if that's
Where
a
that's
design
from.
or free motion or it's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It was done on the Bernina.
It was done
On a Bernina. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
for a demo.
That's super cool.
Can we get more of these books?
Yes, we can. Yeah, so super good book. Oh, you can see a
Look
little
at those dragonflies. I love those. You opened up to the perfect page.
Yeah, you can see little butterflies. Oh, they have little bees. That's super cute. Some moths. Looks like they have tons and tons and tons of different blocks. I wonder if it says how many blocks you get with this book.
30.
30?
It says 30 nature inspired.
All right. Yeah, so I guess you get 30. Super, super fun, though. And again, everyone's been getting into paper piecing, so I feel like now is the time to learn. If you don't know how to paper piece, you have to learn now. And it gives you just step-by-step instructions, which is super helpful. All the templates that you need. Yeah, look at that, the little dragonfly.
I love that. Okay, you know
The
what?
little
I'll do.
hummingbird.
Oh, look how cute that is.
That is super.
You know
super
what?
cute.
I will do paper piecing just because of this. You know, I will be honest. I was not 100% sold on it. I know Kendallin loves it, and we all have our own taste. But I will do it just because of that little dragonfly, which I can't find now. Look how cute that is. I will do this one. So I'm like, okay, I'm sold.
All right, just super, super fun. Oh my gosh, the little birds, moths. Again, this is just something new to try. So if you haven't tried it, I mean, I think it's super like beginner friendly too. It's easy to catch on, and there's tons of tutorials. I know Deb's done a bunch. So yeah, super fun.
She's done a lot. She loves
Yeah.
paper piecing. She's always been trying to convince me to do it. And I'm like,
I know.
Deb, I like hitting my embroidery button, but now I'll do it. If she walks me through the dragonfly one, I'll do it.
Yeah. And we have one last thing for tonight. And
All right.
it is one of Riley Blake's new designs, Correspondence. So I'm super excited. We're going to start probably rocking out some samples of this soon. This is a little machine embroidery set that makes pillows, table runner, and a wall hanging. And you just need a 6x10 hoop for it. So
Oh, perfect for our machines, Kate.
super, super fun. And you can see all of the little hope, love, what does that say? Kindness. Super cute. So if you have any more like springy fabrics, this is a really good collection to have. And you can see that it comes with that table runner, pillows, wall hanging. Super fun. Riley Blake has just been rocking out machine embroidery designs recently. Like just one after the other. I feel like we get a new one each week. Super, super cool. All right. I think
All
that's
right.
everything we have for tonight.
That is everything we have. So now we have the end of the night prize winners.
There you go, John.
So, all right, we have Julia Hogue and Brenda Jackson. Congratulations, guys. So you guys are our end of the night prize winners. So I don't even know what the end of the night prize was. I was doing
a
those
cute
couching
little tote.
designs.
Yeah, it was a cute little tote, a charm pack, I think.
Ah, well, that's cute. So, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, cute. I love that.
So you guys win this.
So congratulations, guys. Anyways, so I do want to say, thank you once again for watching with us and shopping with us. We always appreciate all of your support, getting to do what we absolutely love. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow for the fabric show. And once again, guys, if you are curious about any machines, feel free to give Kate and I a call at 412-344-2330. Option 2 will take you to one of us two here, and we are more than happy to show you any machines, especially if you are interested in a Triumph, because Joni had a really good demo on that. And I saw a lot of people say,
oh my gosh,
mine doesn't do that. So if you are interested in upgrading one of your sewing and embroidery machines or your serger, give us a call. But other than that, that's all we have for tonight. So I hope that you guys have a great night, and we will see you here tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.